Joey Leal, the CEO of IGW, Emlyn, running a stream as usual. And today we're messing around a little bit. So, of course, Starship Flight 7, January 16th, slightly successful in some ways, much worse in others. We ended up seeing, obviously, a giant explosion. Starship re-entered kind of catastrophically. But it has spawned some pretty good takes. So we've seen these on Twitter, we've seen these on Reddit, kind of all over. We've collated some of the best ones we've found, and we've also opened a form, a Google form, where you can submit your very own, and hopefully we'll be going through some of those. Just before we do, though, if you'd like to tell us a little bit more about what's actually happened on that fateful day, Mr. Fergie?
All right. Hello, everybody. Well, with Flight 7, as we're all, I'm sure that we've all heard, Flight 7 was a special flight from SpaceX, the debut of the new V2 ship. Unfortunately, that didn't go as well as planned. Around 7 minutes and 30 seconds into flight, the aft cavity of the ship exploded, leading to one of the losses for the Starship program in a while. However, we got to see another beautiful booster catch and plenty else on the flight. We saw a new turnaround time for the booster, down from around 3 days, I believe, for booster 12, down to around 35 hours from landing to being placed back in the Mega Bay. Was quite an incredible day all around. We got some excellent footage, and we'll be sure to see more when Flight 8 rolls around. However, in the interim, due to SpaceX having one of the first failures in quite a while, we got to see quite a few incredible takes on Twitter.com, on YouTube, plenty of others. We saw many incredible things happening, and we've compiled quite a few of some of the best takes that we've seen in this stream here today.
Yeah, so kind of put this into perspective for you. I spent about 10 minutes looking through some tweets to find some good stuff, and I found about 30 screenshots in that time. So this is a target-rich environment. There's some good stuff out here. Hopefully we can go through those. Right, shall we steamroll on, Mr.
Let's get
Perigee?
into it. Let's do it.
We? Definitely believe so.
If we have to. Right. Here we are.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be too many.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
All right.
If we can have just a moment, please. Just a moment of preparation. What we're about to see. I can't do this, man. Even looking through these.
Moment of silence. Yeah, moment of silence for our brain cells and what we're about to experience today.
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. Right. Here we are.
Very much so.
This is from Pedro Sura on YouTube. Wasn't actually 2 hours ago. It's been a while since then. Let's take a look. The biggest problem with Starship is that it's too heavy, and the Raptors don't produce enough thrust, not enough payload. Saturn V has the record to low Earth orbit. Starship is nowhere near. As they continue flying and introducing changes in engines, plumbing, tiles. You're introducing new risk. The vehicle's not maturing. It's a huge problem. The design after 7 flights is not converging. The videos are out of touch, not going into orbit, out of touch. It's true. It's true. Starship is cooked. It's over.
No, I think
true.
it's done. Like I think we're all out of a job.
Starship
Yeah.
is fried.
Yeah, no, it's
Yep.
definitely
Pack
cooked
up.
these days.
Pack it up. Interstellar Gateway, more like no gateway.
The
There's no
problem is when they
gateway
were
anymore.
building Starship, they used kilos instead of pounds in the reference documents.
Oh,
And they didn't put enough
Oh.
engines on. Now, if I
Oh.
were, I'm just saying, if I were there, I would have strapped a couple SRBs to the side.
That's true. That's true. You know what Starship needs? Starship needs to embrace its lineage and become a fully expendable rocket, you know? Because like fuel, you're using fuel on the boost backburn. Wow, that's fuel that you could have been burning to get into low Earth orbit. As we all know, payload to orbit is the most important metric. It does not matter if you cost $4 billion a flight. You know, 10 billion, it's fine. If you have 1 pound, one additional pound to low Earth orbit, it's all worth it.
Paraji, respectfully,
Agreed.
look, you don't have a good grasp of economics here because 4 billion a flight is fine because you can print 4 billion to make that flight happen. And when it goes to space, you put the 4 billion on the rocket and you eject it out into space, and it's like you never spent the money to begin with.
Oh wow.
Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it?
Wow.
It
True.
works.
Whoa.
No inflation,
Truth
you
news.
get into
Oh
space.
my god.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. I've never thought about it.
If
like
SpaceX
that
had
before.
any sense, they would be using what's its name? What's his name? Saturn V. That's a bugger today.
That's so true. I do like something I see here is the obvious comparison to first of all, the quantification of the Saturn V's payload in pounds is just like the most beautiful thing I've seen. Like, wow, that's really how we do things in space. Like, we define payloads in pounds and kilos, and we define all of our engineering is done in feet, inches, and pound force. That's how we do everything. Unfortunately, that one's actually a little bit closer to reality due to how tooling is made in the United States.
Paraji, can I just take a moment to be really angry at something here? This is not entirely
Of
related,
course.
but the
Yes.
common unit of measurement for pressure in American aviation is inches of mercury. Why? Why?
What?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, but you don't see how convenient. Everyone knows exactly how much pressure is exerted.
It's true.
With the raising of mercury. Everyone knows. It's just we all like, you know, in America, we all just dip our hands in little like pool of mercury and we see how much the pressure changes. You know,
I think the worst part, the worst part of it all is that Americans will talk about how incredible the imperial system is and say it's so easy to remember. For instance, there's 4,280 feet in a mile. You remember it with 4 tomatoes. Anyway. Let's carry on. Carry on. I think if we pray to the stream gods to perhaps give us an additional take, might be granted to us. Oh, it's been granted.
That sounds good.
Terrible fortunes.
Wow.
Okay. Right. For you Starship followers defending Flight 7, how do you defend a piece of steel peeling away? It has nothing to do with the new version. This is poor quality control. This is Flight 7. This type of failure should not even happen on Flight 1.
Yes, you know, when I think about Flight 7, my biggest issue with the flight is when we saw the little bit of the little flapping, the little bit that was flapping in the wind that like probably would have burned away. Like, you know,
That
that's
was
my
actually one of
biggest
the
thought.
engines.
Yeah.
That is one of the
Yeah.
engines.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's
You
got a
know,
hole in it, you stupid idiot.
my biggest thought about that is not like, you know, oh, it exploded, but clearly the steel that was a little bit, that was a little flapping,
Famously
that was
wiggly
little
steel.
flapping. Yeah, exactly. Like a little bit that was like, what when was that added? Like, it was added like what, 2 days before flight or whatever. Clearly the biggest issue that we saw on Flight 7. The only issue.
My question is, why is it okay for tiles to fall off during other flights, but this little flap right here flapping around is just a game changer? This is ending all of it.
This is
ending the
it.
whole
SpaceX
program.
is done, man.
Yeah, I think
No
that's
material
basically
science
flight
could have
too.
predicted the flappy panel. It's never before
As
been
someone,
done.
yeah, as Mr. Vargan said in the chat, that's
That is
actually
the
the
guidance
guidance
system.
system.
That's the star tracker.
Yeah, that's
That's
the,
why it's
yeah,
wiggling
exactly.
around. It's trying to track the stars. Stupid idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, couldn't believe
Dude, I've got
that
3,000
they
hours in
wouldn't
KSP. You know what I'm
understand.
talking about, man.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
if Thunderfoot was watching us right now. Chat, tag Thunderfoot on X and get him in here, please. Get him in here.
Aaron's asking, do those guys talking build rockets too? Yes, I've taken on my Steam profile. I've got many hours in Kerbal Space Program. At the age of
Yes.
12, in the primary school, I think, what year was I? Year 6, I successfully constructed a highly advanced suborbital launch vehicle utilizing compressed air. And it worked impeccably well, and it was designed to extremely tight tolerances of about half a finger width.
Wow. When I was 12, I wrote a mod for Kerbal Space Program. It was actually really advanced.
Save some women for the rest of us, man.
what it did, and you guys aren't going to believe this. It made getting science easier because I just changed one of the values of science to give me 10 billion science right off the bat for my career save. So clearly,
this is what SpaceX are trying to do, but failing. Shanex.
Yeah, exactly. We again, consummate professionals here in this organization, really.
All right. Slide, whatever it is, slide 3, please, Mr. Streaming God. Here we are. Unfortunately, I can't read Polish, but luckily we've been blessed with a translation. Starship is a rocket powered by an engine developed in the 1950s by engineers stolen from Europe.
Oh, this is interesting. This is very.
This is interesting.
Yeah, no, I would love to know who developed this, and I think they should be given their props if they did. I think it's thievery. It's thievery if somebody else did design this, but I would love to know.
Von Braun is still alive, dude, and he's in SpaceX and McGregor. That's where they're keeping him. This is like the Michael Jackson conspiracy. They've got him in a vat somewhere. A little vat with an electrode stuck into his brain. That's how they're making Raptor, dude.
Oh my. Okay, so I actually happen, by sheer exposure to one of my good friends, Zoe, to know a lot about the history of United States rock development. And I gotta say, the idea that, like, okay, so we're talking about the 1950s here, right? And the thing is, in the 1950s, the United States did not know what a staged combustion was. Like, every single engine was just like varying scales of Kerlock's gas generator. They did not know what a staged combustion is. And when they eventually got to doing actual staged combustion, it was around the shuttle, and that was shuttle era, and that was hydrogen, like, fuel rich staged combustion, where it's like intentionally designed to run cooler. Like, I think, what's the current Raptor?
No, more fuel makes it go faster, Perigi. I would have hoped you'd know this.
That's true. Oh man, I forgot my lessons from Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, but
Exactly,
Raptor's
man.
Raptor's like hitting what, like 350 bar? Like, the combustion
They want to
chamber
push it up
for
to
the
400,
space
don't
shuttle.
they?
Yeah. The main combustion chamber for the shuttle was somewhere around, like, a little bit less than, I think it was like 70 bar. I'm not sure. It was not anywhere near as high as where they're currently pushing Raptor to the, like, if you've noticed, they've developed, like, entirely new metals. They've developed new metals to make sure that, like, Raptor does not, like, eat itself alive. And I gotta say, like, clearly, Raptor was, like, they just made that. They just did that. You ever, like, what if Raptor just did that, guys? Like, it didn't have any new development. It just
I think it's getting to you. I think this is getting to you, and we're on slide 3. I think we're gonna have to follow over to the next slide, please, Mr. Streaming God. If that'd be possible at all, please. God.
Zoe's spirit is possessing me.
All right, visibly pink unicorn. said, Starship didn't work, doesn't work, and will never work. Get ready to see the Chinese flag on the moon by the time that Starship succeeds in lifting more than a banana.
Oh, I like
Well, to be
that.
fair, it is true. That is the maximum payload capacity that they've demonstrated so far.
I think, I mean, with China's Long March 9, I mean, you can't doubt their abilities, you know. I don't know if we have the Cosmo Leap tower.
Cosmo Leap.
I don't know if we have
no.
that queued up, but I mean, it's just impressive.
I'll just say now, I had a look at the Cosmo Leap website. For those of you who don't know, they're a company which is taking very heavy inspiration from SpaceX. Have a look at their website for the stream. Slide 1 of their images is SpaceX Falcon 9. Slide 2 is their own render, which is just SpaceX Falcon 9. Slide 3 is a space shuttle. Slide 4 is Buron. I'm just like, huh?
This is...
Oh, we just had
wow.
I3 Lou gifting one
Oh, yeah.
Interstellar Gateway membership. I'm so sorry it had to be on this stream, but thank you very much for that.
Oh, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
We love our
Welcome
members.
to hell. Oh, High Frequency Hertz is here.
Oh yeah,
I'm neutral on Twitter.
and they also have a picture of shuttle on here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I mean, you would
What a
think
website, man.
You would think they would at least change or just Photoshop their name on one of these things. They just slapped it up here. Names visible and everything.
It's they've actually in their I think somewhere in their publications they've got a what about it image as well. I genuinely think they've just plucked some poor like random space enthusiast dude from Twitter and gotten them to make a website.
Should have been me. Should have been me. Thank you also, Canned Raptor, for becoming a member to the channel. Thank you very much.
Thanks for our members.
welcome.
We love our members. We're gonna get a lot more intensive with content for y'all. We've just been waiting for it to grow a little bit, but yeah, become a member. You're gonna have a lot of behind-the-scenes access, and you'll be able to see our videos first. They take forever to make, so.
God, this website. This website, man.
By the way, we're not going to show it. We're not going to show it, but there is like just a contact phone number on this website. And like, I'm not sure if it's active, but it's a very real phone number that you can just call. I don't know if it provides like booking services or anything.
I'd like to imagine they have just one poor intern on permanent phone duty who has to take calls from like small sat companies with about £20 in the coffers, asking if they could launch next year.
This one does go out to Fazy Yeehaw in chat, who is a very extensive cover of Chinese spaceflight. But yeah, no, they're doing quite interesting things with a quite horrifying website. Please, PR department, get on that.
I would definitely. I just want to say this, like, no hate. If for some odd reason they were really doing this, I would not be against filming it. To be quite
I mean, it would be pretty cool. More reusable rockets isn't a bad thing. More crappy websites is. I'm angry at the website, not the rocket.
Oh, and on their hiring page, they're hiring, I think it was 5 positions, and it's 1 position each. Like, it does not...
I did find that funny. On the hiring page, the remuneration, which I'm presuming means a salary, is just negotiable. I'm not sure if that's negotiable between like 2 peanuts a day or 4 peanuts a day.
And we're about to have something queued up here.
Oh,
I want everybody to see like what SpaceX is up against. Like this is the real deal.
This is the future of innovation right here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's
pixels.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean this is like 2080 by 4080. I mean,
so my sources are telling me that this arm is capable of moving up and down, possibly in quick succession.
Ooh.
Potentially.
Which is technology we haven't demonstrated since I last did a high jump.
And I love how it's just next to apartment buildings right there, just just casually, right across the street.
I3Lou has said you can call me Blue. Okay, so he's tipped $2 just to correct my pronunciation. That's pretty fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you.
Shout out to Blue for the $2.
Oh, High Frequency Hertz now subscribing as well. Thank you very much, my friend, for being a member.
Thank you.
You are my mutual on Twitter, sir. My name is Quantify Vito. Last I checked, anyway, unless you've unfollowed me, in which case you're getting blocked.
Very important. Sorry, there's a very important update with the status of these towers. The arms, beyond just moving up and down, they can also move side to side and apart
No
too now.
way.
Hang on, are you
No way.
implying that hypothetically they could catch some kind of super heavy launch vehicle constructed out of stainless steel made of 2 stages?
No, that's ridiculous.
Nah,
There's
that'd be
no way.
silly.
I would just like to
That'd be
point out
crazy.
as to how long these arms are. Like,
They are quite
they're
long, aren't they?
literally
Comically long arms.
half the height of the tower. Like, it's just ridiculously
Comically
long.
arm.
By the way, a little bit serious discussion of this launch vehicle. So this is a completely stationary catch tower, and the thing is, the vehicle that this uses will not be using a return to launch site. It's going to be using this as a downranged, like a landing pad. Except it's completely stationary.
No way.
And yes.
Never
yes.
happened before. It never will.
I know.
That's fake.
Completely.
news.
No. Oh wow, it's incredible. It really is incredible. It's downrange,
Oh my
so
God,
it
had a
can
resolution
it can be
upgrade.
moved for different. Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
More
I-
pixels.
I didn't believe this was real when I first saw it, and I still I don't know. But
What I'm wondering is why have they
just the
blurred the logo on the side of a crane?
okay,
Oh,
when
so-
when the resolution increased, it looks more fake now. Like
It does.
now
It does.
now I can see why they
Right.
blurred it.
Right. I think enough shitting on Cosmo Leap. I think. Let's
Shout out to Cosmo Leap.
Yeah,
If you
shout
want
out
us
to Cosmo
you want us to cover your launch, we will be there. Just please don't lock us up. But yeah, anyways,
All we ask is that you improve the website, and then we'll take a business class ticket straight out to you.
agreed.
Right. If we can return to the topic at hand, because we have too many of these to get through, we can have the possibly the next slide, please, my good sir. All in good time.
Shout out to
Yes.
Emlyn behind the scenes.
Shout out to
for-
Emlyn,
Yep, handling
the aforementioned streaming god.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I recognize this tweet. I recognize this one. Call me superstitious. The booster 14 shouldn't be reflowed. Very bad omen with the ship exploding. It's also going to be forever associated with, oh yeah, that starship that blew up. Maybe a booster with better PR should fly.
The Starship public relations, as we know, is clearly their biggest strategy. SpaceX is very known for being very easy to talk to, having very clear communications, and really caring what the public thinks about them.
Why does it sound like you're trying to hype up SpaceX on a dating profile with that? It's an odd way of describing a company.
No, they're so good at communication. They really make you feel seen and heard.
Agreed.
Oh my God,
Oh my god.
I do think spaceflight should be vibes based. To be fair,
Agreed.
so this is a good little post. Oh man, we shall make no comment as to who the poster of this tweet may be, phonetic or not.
Yes.
Right.
Which rocket he may be, but yes, no. The idea of the bad omen of Ship 33 coming over Booster 14 on its reflight, just like it gets performance anxiety beforehand. It lifts off, 5 engines immediately blow up.
Just had a comment from Shank. SpaceX is 6 feet tall and loves reading books. All right, it's a great bit that will have 0 context for future listeners. Oh lord. All right. Let's get away from this terrible thing. And if we could have the next slide, please, my good streaming sir. Aha! Here we are. All right. Mr.
Okay.
Thunderfoot, who could this guy be?
Okay.
Love your
So
coat. Oh lord.
they
Joey.
both of them did not reach the same length of time in flight. I mean I'm just confused here. When SpaceX first got into orbit, or I should say suborbital, but still exploded, everybody was saying, oh, it's a failure, it didn't land, blah blah blah, or it didn't splash down properly. But Glenn explodes after reaching orbit, and it's an issue. I don't know. I just don't know what to say about this one.
I think the real thing that should be noted here is how he says it's the prototype of New Glenn. Like, I don't know how to this, but if you've watched Blue Origin, they've made it very, very clear that they want to start out with their functioning product. This is the prototype of New Glenn. I don't think that was said anywhere, like in marketing, whatever. I think the difference here that he's coming in really with is like, oh, they say Starship is a prototype on its flights, but New Glenn, this is all first flight, so it's clearly still just a prototype. But the thing is, Starship is meant to be a prototype because that's its like development cycle. You know, you see it doesn't have refueling hardware immediately, right? It was mainly designed. These current ships are mainly to test like thermal protection, etc., etc. These next generation V2 ships actually deploy payload, but it's very funny to say like the prototype of New Glenn. Like it's like, show me how you absolutely no knowledge of Blue Origin as a company for all time, right? You know?
Dude, it just makes me think about the difference between like New Glenn's state and first launch and the first ever Starship to launch, and how New Glenn was like a pretty decent thing, and then God, Starship was like a used vehicle from Facebook Marketplace.
I'd also like to
2,000
point
miles,
out,
no low balls, I know what I got.
I would like to point out and also shout out to New Glenn. We do love New Glenn. I mean, or Blue Origin. I'm sorry.
It's a cool rocket.
We do. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's just, you know, there's a certain level of glazing that you can do about this. Just hypocrisy. That's
They're
all it
different.
is.
They're different vehicles for different purposes. Like,
Hey,
if
yeah,
Starship,
100%.
I said this last stream. If Starship works as SpaceX wants it to, New Glenn's priced out of the market. But in the transitionary phase and for national security payloads, it's great. They are basically beating ULA to the chase of like the next generation of spaceflight.
Agreed.
And it'll work fine for them because SpaceX needs a competitor. They've poised themselves as a competitor. They're guaranteed to stay in business. But they're completely different development methods, so you know.
And we've also seen
Oh, good.
we've also seen them chasing like usable stage 2 with their Jarvis tank program from a while ago. It's mentions of it keep surfacing now as being called Clipper, but we've seen that Blue Origin's still doing like reusable stuff. There's no reason to hate on them. Thunderfoot is just delusional.
Oh my God, it's just his YouTube thumbnails. They're getting worse.
I am heartbroken that he did not stream this launch. Like,
It's terrible. It's
Yes.
a great
I'm-
loss.
We could have had such good content.
he would have went schizo crazy for this launch. Like, I just know it. Oh man, what a loss.
Well-
and chat, get him in here. I mean, he's not in here yet. We need him in here, and also we need some flat earthers in here if you know any.
True. Keon's just asking, can I give a take in chat so you can read it out loud? If it's not obscenely terrible, then perhaps I will consider it. Shall we? In the meanwhile, shall we move on to the next tweet, please, or whatever it may be?
Let's do it.
Oh, great! This is a classic. So there's a lot of these that we found. So we're going to flick through them a bit faster. We've got SpaceX Starship exploding during flight, shocked emoji, another failure. No one's going to Mars. It's all a fraud, but the fraudster Musk. End of sentence. I don't really think I have any comments for this.
This is just, you know, textbook glazing. What they're glazing, I don't know. But I would assume they're glazing, you know, hating. You know, glazing is a disease. I say this all the time. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this one.
Shall we click through on to the next one? Let's take a look.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we are. In 2011, Elon Musk promised to put humans on Mars by 2022. Now it's 2025, and his latest SpaceX Starship rocket barely flew for 9 minutes when its boom emoji exploded. At this rate, when will Starship be ready to make the long-haul trip to Mars and back? About a 9-month trip each way? Clown emoji. That is ChatGPT. That has to be. That reads.
Okay.
That reads
It
strangely.
kind of does. I think you might be right.
Beyond that, I picked this tweet out for one just incredible reason, and why I love it so much is just like it barely flew for 9 minutes when it exploded. How is it gonna fly for 9 months? Like this is like, you know, like this is the real thing that using like this is what like using Kerbal Space Program with like a parts failure mod makes you think will happen. Like, just as time goes on, there's gonna be another failure. Actually, did you know that when you're like firing your engine, you have the same probability of, like, I don't know, like an impeller seizing up and destroying the engine as when you're just in deep space?
That's why SpaceX are trying to get to the next to the Mars, so they can get to the next stage in the research tree. No,
Exactly.
No, I think my favorite part about this is, I don't know, people seem to liken space vehicles like used cars. Like, again, it's like the idea of it barely lasting 9 minutes before the engine seized. God.
Yeah,
Right. Let's move on. Great things await. Great. This video no longer exists, as far as I'm aware. I checked. I think it's gone. So we have no way of knowing what was in there. Maybe it was a regular video. Maybe it was absolutely abhorrent. But it's a great thumbnail.
Beautiful thumbnail.
It's a great title.
SpaceX's
Darkest Day. Billions must die.
God. The real darkest day. I mean, like, there are at least like 5-6 competitors that I can think of off the top of my head for darkest day. Darkest
Falcon
Day
1, Flight 2.
#1. Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, Flight 4, or even, hell, you know what the biggest one? The biggest one is like Amos 6.
Dude,
like, just think
Amos
about
6.
Yeah, like, oh, sorry, we just exploded our entire new pad that we just got set up with a customer satellite on board. Like, oh my god.
I just have to interrupt for a second. We got 2 super chats in the chat. Blue and also High Frequency Hertz. Thank you.
Goodness.
We appreciate that. Shout out to you.
I'm concerned that this is what generates a hype train and not Starship Flight 7. I think our attention is in the wrong place.
True.
It's kind of
we
funny.
weren't shilling. We need to shill harder.
We need to
next
shill
flight,
harder.
honestly.
It's true.
We need to shill so much harder.
It's true. Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
CRS-7. Yeah, CRS-7.
CRS-7.
Flight 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
SN11.
SN11.
We still don't know what happened on SN11. No one ever figured it out. It's just a mystery. God
No.
punish Starship.
What do you mean SN11? There's no such thing as SN11.
It
And
never
SN11
happened.
never existed.
11.
It never
Never
happened.
Never happened.
What do you mean SN11? Come on, get back to bed. SpaceX is testing Grasshopper tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right. Let's,
Starship catch before GTA 6. Incredible.
Ooh, that's actually a tough bet. I mean, what do y'all think?
Is there a way to do a poll in like YouTube chats, or is that a Twitch thing?
No, you can do polls in YouTube chat.
Can
I
we
mean,
get- Do you reckon we could get a poll up? Do we get Starship
Yeah,
Catch before GTA 6?
absolutely need to catch before GTA 6. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the development process of GTA 6. It's like SLS. I would bet so much money.
That is such a good
so
comparison.
much money.
That is
Right.
such a
Getting
good
delayed.
comparison.
Starship before GTA 6. The poll is out in the chat. If you'd vote now, please, my friends. I'll be voting too. Actually,
Yeah.
I like how we haven't specified Starship Catch. It's just Starship before GTA 6. It's a bit of a broad question.
Starship before
Starship.
GTA 6.
Before GTA 6. Is it possible? Is it
And
possible?
that's such a good question. Wow. Shout out to you guys.
Okay, we've got 93% on yes and no 7%. If there's people who said no, would send me their usernames in DMs, please, and their full home addresses.
I'm literally recording every single one of your names so we can come back and have a discussion.
We've logged
after.
your IPs, we've
No.
logged your MAC addresses.
Wow.
And then
I'm
discourse
sorry,
with the
you're
President
on...
of the United
Oh my
States.
god.
We deport you for your
I'm sorry.
unpatriotic actions.
Guys, look, all right, look, we're the film, we're like our whole thing is filming, right? All of the giant events that happen. Please do not wish that upon us. We
The
will be
trouble is,
starved for content.
If GTA 6 comes out within the same week as a Starship Flight, we ain't filming anything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you, everyone's going to be caved away in a hole playing that game.
Somebody said Artemis 2 before GTA 6. That's cool.
Artemis 2 before GTA
Oh,
6.
oh no.
Crazy.
That's actually a difficult
Oh.
one.
That's diabolical.
Okay, so you know what happens? You know what happens like when you have a limit approaching infinity? Yeah, I think it's just
Limit's
that kind of
approaching
situation. it's just gonna keep going. Like it'll get closer, but it'll never hit like actually being released. It'll just go up and up and like, oh guys, we're getting so much closer, but it'll never get there.
Can we get like a mathematical representation of the "it's so back" and we're so back and it's over curve for space fans in chat, please? Better question: permanently manned moon bases before GTA 7? I don't know.
100%.
Absolutely. Without even
Given that the time
question.
between GTA games has been extending, I feel like GTA 7 will come out in about 3304.
They'll literally have like 35 expansion packs or
this is important, guys. I've just had a source text me now and just tell me it's over. It is so over. We're not back. We are not going back to the moon. It's all over. Never happening.
Oh,
it's Jover.
Oh, incredible.
This is all because Starship did a slight oopsie, so it's not happening. Right. Okay. Move on. Let us commence forth, please. I mean, that test was the worst failure in this history of the Starship program. So, with 4 dots instead of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is, to be fair, there's a point here. There's some discussion.
As much as I love Flight 1 with a passion, Flight 1 is just holds a place in my heart forever.
Flight 1 was so strange.
But I mean, SpaceX destroyed the entire pad, and didn't even separate. I mean, how is this any worse than that? I mean, I loved Flight 1. It was freaking crazy. But this is this is an interesting take. Yeah.
No. I if you follow me on Twitter, you know I go a bit back and forth between like do I consider personally Flight 1 to be a failure? Do I not? It is absolutely a bigger, like, if you're going to consider it a failure, it's way bigger of a failure than this one. Like, yeah, no. Like, this one did not rip apart the pad. This one did not do 37 loop-de-loops and then explode.
Dude, that was so
I do love that everyone was so worried that Starship might buckle under launch, and then it did loop-the-loops, like, quite close to max dynamic pressure. I mean, holy crap, dude.
Yeah, shout out to the welders out there in Texas. To the welders, man. Shout out to them. I mean, they were all oil rig guys. Those dudes went nuts. Like, and granted, a lot of it now is robotic welding, but I mean, they were there from day one. They went crazy.
Right. Before we lose our minds a little bit more, if you guys could potentially subscribe, potentially even like the stream, that would be quite nice. See if we can get some more engagement, some more reach, get these videos out to more people.
Like and share. Let everybody know we're in here having a little bit of fun today.
Bring your parents. Bring your grandmother.
Please don't bring your grandmother.
Bring your grandmother. I think great.
I don't think she'd like me very much.
I think she might be a bit confused, but hey.
Yeah,
get enough subscribers, exactly. Will. Shout out to Stainless Steel, Brioche Bree says. True, Stainless Steel, a real one. On God. right. Let's move on. Blazing more materials. See if we have any more queued up. Oh, we do. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Backwards progress. Ha 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 ha. Starship actually fucking sucks. Reliability upgrades my ass. He's like a fucking angry father. This is just some random dude who discovered Starship 2 days ago. That's great.
Reliability upgrades my ass. He says, "Oh my god." The thing is, like,
fucking type this while cracking open a cold one, man. In fact, I just remembered who posted this. Oh my god. Makes it better.
Yeah, no, it really does. Okay, the thing is, like, the reliability upgrades is like, ideally with reliability upgrades, you don't see them, right? If it makes it more reliable, you're just gonna stop taking notes. And like, yeah, it had one failure, and then it's gonna get resolved, and then suddenly, like, you don't know, like, they're talking like. They're like the electrical system, you know, like the plumbing, and like, oh, the plumbing didn't, like, oh, did that not fail? Well, we don't know if it was more reliable or not.
That's actually how it works in engineering. They just pray that it doesn't blow up and make it more redundant.
Yes, this is true.
I mean, it
This
does
is
boil
true.
down to that, I guess, at the end of the day.
I mean, it does.
Like,
But
to a certain point, right? You just gotta pray that you don't have 50 concurrent lightning strikes back to back.
Exactly.
Right. Good lord.
You don't know. You don't know what's coming next. You can never know.
Such as the firmament. Such as the firmament. You never know when it's gonna hit you,
Such
dude.
as the firmament. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right, God. If we could move on, possibly, please. My good streaming friend, although actually, I think that we might have something interesting coming up next.
Oh, yes.
Some are telling me.
We have something beautiful coming up next.
Good lord.
This is not... Oh, no.
There
we go. Yes.
Right, let's take a look at the chat in the meanwhile here. I'd rather have failures now than with people on board. Actually, I think we should test new systems on the first Starship manned flight, just so
This
we
is
can
true.
repair it if anything goes wrong.
Yes.
So it's a wise, quantified take right there. Instead of going, can I send my take? I will if you respond. It's very good. You know what? You know what? Give us your take. Give us your take.
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Also,
Let's hear it.
hold on. You can send takes that you found in
yes.
the Google form that we are sending in the chat now. Someone should pin that and also make my account a moderator of the channel chat.
I fear if you send it from your personal account, you'll be
He was asking
immediately
that.
banned for a billion years. Posted a strange link.
Asking chat to make you the moderator is crazy, son. That's
Hey,
crazy.
can I?
Please.
If you make me mod, I'll give you a cookie. Please, man. I just want to be mod. No. Okay. All right.
The average space nerd's reaction to a CSS or Thunderfoot video would probably provide enough power for a rocket engine comparable to amount of thrust for a Raptor. Yeah, no,
Dude,
I think we could get that.
If we find a way to convert like typing into like electrical energy and put 1 million flat earthers into a room and launch Starship, I think we've solved like 0 point energy.
My heart would be complete. Like I would die tomorrow and be okay with it if we could get a flat earther in here to argue with us right now.
Please,
Please,
please.
I
So much
beg.
If any of you know any flat earthers, send them a link to the video. Let's get some discourse going.
Hell
It's the
yeah,
worst thing
hell
we've ever
yeah.
requested. Right.
Okay.
Right, so I've been informed
Stream
by the stream gods, the aforementioned stream gods, that we have something incredible coming up next. If you could please cue that up, my good friend. We're going to be reading the text first. My god. Where do I even start? SpaceX launched Starship Flight 7. While the mission seemed promising, spacecraft exploded during its re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. Now let's pause and think for a moment. Are they telling us the Earth isn't flat and there's no firmament? If Starship exploded entering the atmosphere, doesn't it sound like they're trying to explain away something we're not meant to see? The idea of Earth's atmosphere and quote-unquote space has always been pushed by organizations like NASA and SpaceX. But what if the truth is different? For centuries, many believed that the Earth was flat and covered by a solid firmament, as ancient texts describe. Could it be that these space missions are staged? They are staged, that's how rockets work. Or encountering something that they can't explain. The sudden loss of a spacecraft, did it hit something they're not telling us about? And then blah, 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 blah. If the Earth is flat, would they admit it? Blah, blah, blah. Maybe the truth is closer than we think. Hashtag SpaceX, hashtag NASA, hashtag Elon Musk, hashtag Donald Trump.
Oh, went
Famous
crazy
flat
on the
Earth.
hashtags. Went
Dude, the hashtags
crazy.
are great. The hashtags are great.
I think this is what Joey might call glazing. You know, I think
100%.
there's some glazing.
Glazing
no
flat
one-
Earth theory
This
is
is-
crazy.
This is high intensity glazing. Dude. This is high intensity glazing. All
You
right.
gotta remember that they trademarked. Always
So-
give clues that they're lying.
So we've been blessed by what's his username again? What's his username? Good lord. By OX Angel AI, who by the way we checked, is just a crypto guy. And he actually attached a dramatic AI reading as a video with this, which I'm now going to put up for more dramatic effect. So if we could please play that, my good streaming god.
Today, SpaceX launched Starship Flight 7, and while the mission seemed promising, the spacecraft exploded during its re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. Now let us pause and think for a moment. Are they telling us the Earth is not flat and there is no firmament? If Starship exploded entering the atmosphere, doesn't it sound like they're trying to explain away something we're not meant to see? The idea of Earth's atmosphere and space has always been pushed by organizations like NASA and SpaceX, but what if the truth is different? For centuries, many believed the Earth was flat and covered by a solid firmament, as ancient texts describe.
As ancient texts
Could it
describe.
be that these space missions are staged or encountering something they cannot explain? The sudden loss of the spacecraft, did it hit something they're not telling us about?
This would get 1 million likes
It is
on
worth
TikTok.
questioning the official narrative. If the Earth is flat and protected by a firmament, would they ever admit it? Or would they keep promoting a model that keeps us believing we are just a tiny speck in an infinite universe? Maybe the truth is closer than we think.
So, that is essentially cinema. That's what we're trying to achieve here at Interstellar Gateway, but we could never. We're just not, we haven't figured it out yet.
Look, that actually like really touched my heart.
I need this in IMAX 1.43 to 1 immediately.
That hit me. You know, that hit me pretty deep, and I started reflecting after I saw that.
Just pointed out white text on a light background. Flat Earthers still haven't figured out the concept of contrast. Not there yet.
I mean,
Oh,
we
God.
can only strive for that
We can.
cinema quality. I mean,
Yeah.
We can.
Shout out
Look
to
at
them.
look at the soft glow on the text.
Oh, it's
Oh
beautiful.
my God, it even has a shadow.
As someone in the Twitter chat said, this elevates stupid to high art. This is true. This is true.
Cinematic
This is true.
stupidity.
It's not even ancient
We'll
text. And it
never-
says, yeah, they commonly
we'll-
quote like Genesis for this kind of stuff. And I'm just saying, if I was reading through like my engineering CAD diagrams to build a rocket, and the drawers started quoting Genesis, I wouldn't be making that part.
And God made the starship on the 7th day, and he said it was all right, I guess. I don't know.
On the second day, God made the GSE.
Yeah. on the 8th day, God caused new glass scrubs 7 times in a row, and Brandon Wynn fucking died.
And God chose the 7th day to be a day of launch.
The day of launch.
Right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Great. This is fantastic. It's a hole in the helium balloon.
Helium balloon.
It's a hole in the helium balloon.
So, if you're not familiar with this, all right, flat earthers, because they cannot accept that a rocket is real. So what they do, they come up with these incredible explanations. So first of all, the way that they do it is like, wow, okay, so rocket can't be lifting off. It can't lift off. That's not real. So what they say is, all of the rockets are actually just helium balloons. They're just balloons. They're like, like blow up. Like, you just blow them up, they inflate, and then they just float off the ground. And then the second part of this idea is that all the explosions and the smoke, it's actually not real. It's actually made by government.
It's the chemtrails, dude. Explosive ammonia chemtrails. You're not getting it, man. It's real, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Beyond that, they say, like, it's a hologram, and they reference this thing called Project Bluebeam, which was a narrative written by, like, a science fiction author to, like, shill one of his new books. And it's so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful, like, displays of that mentality that I've ever seen in my life.
Did y'all see the flat earther that went down to Antarctica?
Yeah, what did he actually make of that? Because I remember hearing about it, but I didn't
He basically said, it's true, there is no nighttime, but this is I knew this would happen. Now all the other flat earthers are just telling him that he's either bought off or he's just
yeah.
So I knew it happened.
This is what they do. It's a cult. The moment you disprove it, they kick you out. That's just how it is.
Exactly. No, dude, you could drag them all to, like, Antarctica and, like, show every single proof. It's like, no, No, actually. Oh, hold on. GPS says I'm in Antarctica. That's not real. You're just lying to me. There's nothing
Dude,
is
the
real.
very concept
actually.
of GPS blows their minds. Like it's
Yeah.
just right.
You could take one. You could take one into low Earth orbit. Look at the ball. It's like, oh my god, NASA hacked my eyes.
Dude, you've got nicer cybernetics in my head, man. It's messed up. Leo Zabak is asking, where can I submit takes I've seen? I believe we can get the Google form in the chat.
Yes.
We've got a Google form up.
And let's pin
Where-
that too, so
yes.
people
Yes,
still have
let's
that.
let's do that. Let's
Here.
do that. Let me check this.
Well, GPS isn't real, so duh.
It's
So,
true. GPS isn't
valid.
real. I navigate everywhere based off pure masculinity.
I go based off of like where the sun is at
Yeah.
all times.
Oh lord.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of vibes based, vibes based directionality. It's just we're kind of chilling.
There we go. We've got the bad takes form. We are monitoring that form. We've got a bunch of things here to go through, but we will add to them progressively with your
Hold on.
submissions.
I just got one of the best submissions yet.
Oh lord, we're gonna have to
Please.
queue that up, I think.
Yeah, we'll add that in a bit. We'll save that for the rest of the takes.
We'll
where they start
leave that. Yeah, we'll leave
real-
that for later. This will be in
really
the show reel.
insane.
The show reel. Right, Mr. Streaming God. If we could, here we are. Who wants to? Ah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Who wants to bet that Musk calls Starship SS and he thinks Mars is cool because Mars and Ares is etymologically etymologically. I can do this. Give me a minute. Etymologically linked to Aryans.
That is such a deep take.
That is.
That is so deep.
So what I understand from this is that Starship is Nazi. And I feel like Saturn V would be a better candidate for that.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's a guy. I don't know if you know about him. He kind of did that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of. It sure is one of the takes of all time. You know, one of the takes of all time.
It sort of puzzles me when takes like this, or I don't know. There's some takes where you see them and it makes you glitch for a bit because somebody had to think of that. Like somebody literally had to sit there and think
That was a
this
thought.
out.
This is the first time that sentence has ever been typed out in history. Like that is a
Yeah.
world first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there has never been, like.
Who uses that word in like their everyday language in the first place?
I love the idea of going to Mars, not because Mars is cool, but because it's linked to the Aryans, which is linked to the Nazis, and you're a Nazi. Like, what? That's a stretch, man.
Oh, oh god, the horrors, the actual.
Oh my god, we've had fan art come in. Is this stream fan art?
This is stream fan art. Hold on.
Oh my god, this is stream fan art. Holy crap. Mr. Streaming God, there's any chance we could get this queued? Good lord. Oh my lord.
There's an incredible companion piece to this that I've been.
This is great. Hang on. Let's see if we can get this up. Oh my god, you're gonna love this, guys. You're gonna love this. This is giving you a lobotomy. This isn't even lobotomy live. This is just genuinely an Interstellar Gateway stream, which means we're doing great.
Yeah, exactly. You don't hold on. This is not lobotomy live. If you wanted lobotomy live, it would be so much worse.
Oh, this would be.
I think the best part of lobotomy live is just inviting random people just into the stage. Right.
All right. It's up now. It's up now.
Maybe a bit hard to see.
Increase
the
size a little bit.
My good lord. Oh, that's Werner von Braun. There is a 20-foot tall, still twitching corpse of Werner von Braun, restrained half a kilometer deep beneath SpaceX's test facility in McGregor, Texas, performing the calculation work of 150 aerospace engineers. Oh my god.
Someone sent me this after. Mr. Von Braun, we once again seek guidance. Feed me the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
We've applied some advanced calculus here to bring it to you in 4K quality. That is, oh my god, dude.
That's beautiful.
Let's just get a quick shout out here to IE's Crayons _3. on Twitter. Thank you for this. This may be the grandest, most niche bit I think I've seen in a long time. I think if you showed this image to a Victorian child, their heart would stop. Right. 57 people watching and they've seen this. Great. Okay. Let's God. Do we have to keep going? Go on then. Let's get another take up. Well, it took FAA years before they grounded the Boeing MAX 8, and it killed hundreds of people, capitalized. However, Starship killed no one and created a mega fireworks show. And the FAA instantly ground Starship. Where is the consistency here? This is more vibes-based spaceflight.
Agreed.
Absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
Big fireworks show.
I think personally, I think we should I think we should wait to ground things until they've caused as many deaths as possible.
This is like KSB trying to keep your rocket in flight for as long as possible until it becomes too expensive to hire new Kerbals.
Yeah, it's like committing as many OSHA violations as possible, and then just like barely stopping when the OSHA inspector comes around. I think
when the end of the month comes
that's
around.
how we should do space flight. Yeah, I think that's how we should.
That is peak space flight. Move fast, break things. EAC on Twitter. Good God.
There's a excellent thing. Pepe Musk is
Pepe Musk.
And they used ChatGPT as their source, which is
crazy work.
Nasty. I do find it really interesting how there's so many accounts who do this. They like use Grok or ChatGPT as their source, and then give you the most strange pseudo-intellectual bullshit you've ever heard.
Oh my goodness, they
what's
they
happening to them?
And it's crazy because they're so outlandish sometimes that you can't even defend against it. Like you can't even find an argument against it.
It's
just so
it's like the whole
there.
It's like the whole prove that there isn't a teacup around Saturn thing. You can't definitively prove it.
It's like
it probably isn't.
Last Thursdayism. It's last Thursdayism. It's like prove the entire universe just isn't a simulation. Okay, prove the entire universe isn't a simulation, and it was just created last Thursday, and you have all your memories. It's like, all right, dude. You know what? If it's like, what do you even say in response to that?
The coefficient.
It's just like, all right.
The coefficient, I'm not sure how he's escaped my maths textbook, but he's just told us that they forgot to put a pilot on the ship this time, which would explain a lot about Shamex. I reckon that's why.
This is true. This is true.
Right, let's us move on. There's many more, unfortunately. Good lord. I haven't even seen this one before. I think this is a new one. Economics is a very detached from reality concept. NASA just took a taxi to do the important work. SpaceX failed to deliver on their promises and contracts with NASA from what I know, but regardless, their quote achievements are hyped to the extreme. NASA's space shuttle was also reusable, and other rockets before that. So the quote costs of the launches are a human made-up invention, of course, based on imaginary money and wrong priorities. We could easily divert. This is like what I was saying before about the whole launching money into space thing. This guy's got a point. We could easily divert a lot of human potential and resources into making these space exploration missions cost nothing if we were a smart society. SpaceX, Musk, and the like are simply making space into yet another market and brag about how much progress they're doing. Disgusting indeed. Money isn't real, is the concept of this tweet.
So true.
What was the turnaround time for the shuttle? Like, what was the refurb time that it took shuttle?
The lowest that they ever got it down to was around, I think, like 2 months.
Yeah,
I think
beautiful, rapid reusability.
Yeah,
beautiful.
And beyond that, I'd really like to, So the thing is, the shuttle, was really great at what Falcon does, which is cost saving. My favorite thing about the shuttle is how it costs like $1.4 billion a flight.
let me check this.
I think that was like the sum total once you take the whole program and divide it up.
Good lord, $1.6 billion per launch. $30,000 per pound.
What's SLS at right now per launch?
Well, it's not really it's not really a great figure because it's approximate, but they're saying 2 billion. So
Jeez.
we've
Good
saved
lord.
600 million
Yes.
and got on a less versatile vehicle.
Yes. Hell yeah. That's
I've got a more versatile vehicle even. Circling back to Starship should become expendable argument. It's true. We should be throwing all mass into orbit of Mars. Don't even stop at low Earth orbit, man. Toss that shit out of the system. We're gonna yeet that stuff.
I
man.
think that rocket concept that was we can take the plastic of the rocket and it was some plastic derived fuel system, and it was we can use the whole thing. There's no casing. The rocket will just use all of its mass and it'll cook off, and then you'll have it in space, stable combustion, and you'll have no need for any canister whatsoever. This is some people's dream rocket. You know what I mean? Absolutely no structure, burns up 100% each launch, ingests thousands of carcinogens into the atmosphere every single time. It's beautiful.
Oh, the coefficient has just become a member. Thank you very much for that.
Shout out to you. Thanks
thank
for
you.
joining.
Yeah. Thank you. We
Thank
still
you.
we
You
still
joined
got.
our stage 0 tier. Welcome.
Yeah, very good. Very good. There's a lot of chat messages here. Favorite genre of tweet is someone using Grok as a source or being stupid enough to not realize Grok disagrees with them. Yep, many such cases. Many such cases. We're talking about Columbia. Yeah, Columbia sucked. Unfortunately, you've got a competitor here where Enjoyer's Ace Combat says it never happened and it's still flying with cloaking devices. And I guarantee you that is a genuine thing someone believes somewhere on Earth, without a shadow of a doubt. Caseless rocket. What?
Yes. Yeah.
Tara, do not make caseless rockets.
Yeah. Caseless rockets. There's
fuel tanks.
There's that study. Hold on. I'll send it to you guys. There was a genuine thing they did that was a rocket that consumes entirely of itself and maintains stable combustion and doesn't burn everywhere. It's hold on. Uses.
If you get a caseless rocket, you get more turnaround time because you don't have the casing to eject.
Yeah, it's a self-eating rocket. Self-eating rocket is what they call
rocket.
Yes,
Why?
They say, I gotta say, okay.
It's not expendable enough. Make it more expendable.
This study that they do is a little bit disingenuous. They say burning a rocket's fuselage as extra fuel could tackle the space debris problem. No, the space debris problem is not because of upper stages. If you look at it, the most of the debris that exists is because Russia just doesn't deorbit their old satellites.
And also blows them up
by the way,
sometimes.
They have nuclear reactors. Yeah, they have nuclear reactors aboard, by the way. Some of the Russian ones that they just keep letting explode, they're real nuclear reactors on board those.
As opposed to fake ones from Timu.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean not like an RTG. Not like an RTG. Not like an RTG. I mean an active nuclear reactor, not an RTG is what I mean. But yeah, no. Horrifying. I think donate today. Donate in the super chat, send us a donation, and we'll spend it on making the first 10 billion% expendable rocket. The rocket won't even exist. The
rocket will expend a GSE.
Exactly.
The GSE will be made of solid kerosene.
Good lord.
This is the future, dude. Zero waste, man. We're getting vegan.
Yeah, exactly.
Water rocket. Arca. They go get Arca on this. They could. I reckon they could sort it. I reckon Arca could sort it. Right. Yeah. Shall we move on, please, Mr. Streaming God, if that would be all right?
Absolutely.
Oh Lord. Billy boy, William, if you will. The goddamn thing exploded over land. Get your head out of your ass and join reality. I don't even know what to say about this, man. Common sense skeptic hits again.
I love Billy Boy. I like calling the sitting administrator of NASA
Billy Boy. Oh my
man
god.
Who's
Billy Boy.
Oh my god.
That is actually brilliant, man.
Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
He's been to space. The guy's been to space. He's been everywhere. Calling him Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
Oh god, let's get off this slide. I don't want to look at Common Sense Skeptic anymore.
Oh God, no.
If that'd be okay.
Yeah, no, that's
That was pretty funny. There's your HLS.
There's your
Human
HLS.
Lander system
Ah.
gone. It's gone. They can't
Yep,
make another.
nope.
We can't figure out the technology. We
Nope.
don't know how to make it again.
Yeah, no, we lost. I asked my grandfather, and he said we lost that technology.
We lost the
to make
technology.
it.
We can't figure it. We can't figure it out again.
Can't ever figure it out. It's
That
never
was
gonna-
actually meant to go to the moon. Unfortunately, they did the maths wrong and they targeted the Turks and Caicos. This is what happens when you put Sham-X DEI graduates in charge of a trajectory.
God. Oh God. Yes.
Right.
This is the ultimate chemtrails
Yeah.
for all your
Yes,
flights.
that's true.
Chat.
This is like Chemtrails Plus Premium Edition.
No. Everyone in the chat saying Delta, don't worry. This is the last thing that we have from Delta.
Delta? Who's Delta?
Just
Who's Delta?
on
We don't know any
Twitter.
Delta. This is an anonymous user. This is an anonymous user.
This is an anonymous
We
user.
wouldn't name chat. We wouldn't name call.
Okay, look, fellas, there are 3 of them in here. Okay, I took 3 of them. All right, I could have fit so many more. and they would all
We're
be
being
so good.
We're being
I'm
conservative here.
So nice to him with this one.
Oh, man.
I will not pretend the entire the entire inspiration for this stream was like him going off the rails.
Blue says, guess we aren't getting any Starship versions now. Yeah, that's the Starship V3s. Yep. That was all the
Yep.
Starship V3s they had. They're gone now. We don't
Yep.
know how to make them again.
Every
They
single
took the
one.
prototypes. They didn't have any blueprints. They took the prototypes up there. It's a wrap.
Some space
V3s.
engine, yeah, some engineer went, hell yeah, launch that shit, and it didn't launch. It didn't launch.
Yeah,
So this is
exactly.
just Sham-X. Sham-X strikes again.
Sham-X
has to be my
strikes
favorite
again.
word of the year. Sham-X.
God.
Right,
Yeah, no.
right.
Ugh.
Let us commence forth. I think SpaceX intentionally sabotaged this ship. I can't do it.
This one I heard a lot. I saw this so much
Sabotage.
on
Get into
X,
it, man.
and I don't know how to feel about it.
SpaceX is running low on cash. Of all things, SpaceX is running low on. I feel like cash is not one of them.
Yeah, no. Like for context, they just ran a thing where they bought back, like the company bought back $350 billion of investor stock. Like
Good
I
God.
I don't think cash. I don't think cash is the thing they're running low on.
Sabotaging the ship by removing one rivet. That's like it's like the screw in the front of the F-15 that holds the whole plane together. It comes loose, the plane comes apart.
What they call
Right.
it, like the Jesus nut
The
or
Jesus
whatever
nut.
on
No,
the.
that's on
Yeah,
helicopters.
exactly.
In the
Yeah, that's on
F-15, it just holds
helicopters,
it just holds a little bit of the radome on. The maintenance crew used to call it like the most important screw.
Incredible.
The Jesus nut is an actually important thing in helicopter swash plates. But anyway, we're not talking real physics here. We're talking crackhead physics. So I do agree, it's was sabotage. Oh lord. Right. Okay. Move on, please. Move on. Can't do this no more. Going to crash out at the end of the stream. The size and risk by Starship explosion was actually larger than Columbia. Only by chance the body count smaller. Poor wording. That statement by AA is spot on. I'm not sure who AA is here. It could be Alcoholics Anonymous. It could be the British Road Rescue Group.
It's the angry astronaut.
Ah, Angry Astronaut. That would make more sense than Alcoholics Anonymous. Right.
Mm.
Okay.
I actually don't think this is technically true.
Yeah, I would have thought it wouldn't be.
Starship is big, but
It didn't have
Shuttle
much fuel
is-
left in it, did it?
Shuttle was
No.
big. Like Shuttle was fat. It wasn't.
And it also
super
didn't.
tall.
It didn't really explode. It just kind of off-gassed, really.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
no.
I mean, it was an explosion, but like, I wouldn't imagine all of the fuel combusted. As seriously as Starship in IFTs. Oh wait, there's a part. Oh wait, is this part 2? Starship failure
no.
was the biggest U.S. space vehicle accident since
vehicle
Space Shuttle Columbia, as Angry Astronaut aptly put it.
No, 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 no. It was not.
Oh lord, man.
We've
Right.
had some vehicles lost with like some really precious cargo.
Yeah.
Since then,
Yeah.
that were not able to get recovered.
I think the biggest casualty from Flight 7 was like a couple of airlines having slightly delayed schedules because they had to reroute.
Yes. No.
So maybe maybe £20,000 worth of revenue.
Yeah, there was some damage, and there was a risk, but from what we've seen, most of it was very okay.
Pretty okay, yeah. Most of it burned up.
Yeah, it was most of the debris fell in the ocean. However, oh my lord, this is not it. This is not it. I remember when a certain gentleman did this same comparison after Flight 3. This is a horrifying way to compare things. Do not do it. Do
we have a part 3 to this, perhaps, Mr. Streaming God? Is there more here? There couldn't be. Oh no, there's Kerry Freeman! Kerry Freeman! Right, right. It's funny actually, when I first saw this guy's profile picture from afar, I thought it was the lunar lander module. Now I look closer and I realize it's some weird figurine. Anyway, it's Baphomet. Good lord, it does look. To be fair, squint your eyes, guys. Does that not look like the lunar landing module? Come on.
It does.
Crazy.
Another conspiracy from NASA. Everybody, wow. They revealed it. They left hints.
Crazy take. This take is just beyond nuts. I'm speechless.
So just for context here, Kerry watches Starship Flight 7. His first thought is 9/11 Pennsylvania flight. How does that happen?
God. I don't know.
How does that happen? I don't get it.
I guess there are passengers on board Starship, and Starship got hijacked, and they were trying to
hijacked by a leak.
Yeah, and they were trying to prevent it from crashing into the U.S. Capitol or the White House. So they.
That sounds like a really shitty, low-budget sci-fi film set in 2030. Guarantee you that will be made someday.
Oh
Has to be.
God, no. This is. I mean, it's insane. I mean, from what we saw, right? I think I'm gonna credit TSE with this from his render. Starship, at least, they took some very heavy mitigation measures with the flight corridor, and Starship did not explode over populated areas. Its engines cut off over populated areas, but they just allowed it to keep coasting until it reached the end of the edge of the flight corridor, and then exploded to minimize any possible damage. Man, this is a
No, it's 9/11, Perigi. It's worse than 9/11. Sorry.
Oh God.
It's just how it is.
Oh God. I can't speak about Harry the same way after seeing those Discord screenshots.
You're referencing.
God, don't remind me. Don't remind me. Oh my God.
Right. Keep on steam rolling through, because I reckon we're gonna have more takes rolling in. Good lord. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning, guys. The Thunderfoot.
Shout out Thunderfoot.
Shout out Thunderfoot. My guy. His thumbnails are getting more worrying. He's discovered the Photoshop contrast slider, which is worrying. It's a dangerous sign. I fear someday he may even discover curves. But yeah, it's getting bad. Oh my god, dude.
This looks like if you hire somebody on Fiverr to make your thumbnails.
Except that guy's on crack.
Like a $2 thumbnail.
Literally, this is literally the cheapest one you can find.
Don't you lecture me with your $30 thumbnail.
Mr. Beast video. $1 thumbnail versus $1 million thumbnail. This is the $1 thumbnail.
Millions of hours worth of A/B testing went into producing this. Just think about this, right? Tim Berners-Lee spent hundreds of hours developing the internet so that we could be watching this in live 4K one day. This is what his work went into. Do you think he'd be happy?
Redstone said, "I hope he never discovers the saturation slider."
That'll be game over. Not just for Sham X,
game over,
but for Interstellar Fakeway as well.
Interstellar Gateway.
It's all CGI. It's all CGI. I hate to say it now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hold on. Within those videos, by the way, Thunderfoot claimed like it would be making 3 times the current like CO2 emissions of the entire Earth if if they got to like their like to like their ideal 10,000 flights a year. Like he just like doesn't remember air separation plant. I pretend I do not see it, and 3 times the current CO2 emissions of the Earth.
The math is crazy.
The titles of these videos are even better. SpaceX, no capital on the X, by the way.
Stupid goals, dumber failures.
Dumber failures.
Dumber failures.
Musk, death spiral. Like
Death spiral.
you know, like
Right.
you know,
You have to
could
try
get,
to make
like,
a
the
thumbnail
Halo
this
map.
bad.
You
This
do.
is really interesting. Like you have to try to make it look this cooked.
What
Like
do you
you could go on
what's
Canva
even-
and make one better
What is
than
that?
this.
Look at the background in the second thumbnail. What is that like thing behind Elon Musk? Is that just the ocean? What
I
is
think
that?
so.
That blue thing?
I think
that-
that's
is
just
that-
AI generated. Whatever. It
Is that like a
It's just-
fire? Is that
AI
Starship? I can't tell. There's like something there.
Yeah.
Dude, how
no.
does he? I couldn't make these if I tried. Genuinely. I
No,
don't know
no,
what he's
really.
doing.
Like
Honestly.
you have to try to make these look this bad. Like
Like, I've been using Photoshop for 5 years and I actually can't figure out like.
look
what
at the
manner
glow
of
on the
things he's
bottom
doing.
words.
Right.
The glow
How
on
is
the
it so?
the
It's so
shadow is
off-center.
crazy.
It's not even symmetrical. How has he done
can't-
this?
Guys, we can't recreate this
I
technology.
We don't know.
promise
we don't
you
know
I
how.
could not.
We've lost the technology. We
I
can't-
literally could not recreate this like at all.
Dude, give this to Christopher Nolan and watch him kill himself the
Okay.
next day because he can't figure it out. Oh god. Right.
I
let's
gotta
move
say, hold on. I gotta say before we move on,
on. Oh,
all
no.
of these titles are something that you could get like the Halo announcer to read. Musk, death spiral. You know what I mean? Like you could hear that coming out of the Halo
Destroy Earth to
multiplayer.
get to Mars. To be fair, destroying Earth to get to Mars sounds like a kick-ass sci-fi film. I'd love to watch
Yeah,
that.
no.
It's
Oh
kind of
my
like the
God.
plot of
the way-
Oblivion. If you ever watched that movie, great movie.
True. 200,000 views plus on these videos, by the way. If you
I
ever
do wonder
wanted
who
to
is watching these.
be depressed.
Honestly,
If you-
A lot of glazers. Just a lot.
Much
Of...
can now
Well,
confirm.
actually-
Sources have confirmed much glazing is ongoing.
I actually take that back. I do believe that half of them are just people who are wanting to see him crash out.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh
and
definitely.
it looked dumb. Like I honestly think he gets half of the revenue from
No, like
us.
yeah, real talk though. I hope the guy's okay because I feel like he's slowly been descending into a kind of a level of insanity. And he used to be. One day he was a respectable academic. So
Yeah.
I seriously hope this guy finds like some light.
once-
Maybe not
once
the light of a
upon-
raptor. That might make him crash out. But like,
Maybe he needs
Yeah,
to get
no.
Maybe
married or
sunlight.
something. He needs a dog.
He had. Oh God.
right,
Oh,
right. Let's move on.
terrible.
Let's move on. I've had enough of this guy.
Okay.
I've had enough of Thunderfoot. I want some Walter Chun. Here we go. One would think after hitting the firmament a few times and with the data from Operation Fishbowl, he and government officials would stop wasting heavy government subsidized tax dollars. I guess as opposed to light government subsidized tax dollars.
We've got a double whammy with this one. All right, we've got the flat earther one, and also people believing that SpaceX, every single dollar SpaceX gets is from government subsidies, which is just hell yeah, hell
I was
yeah. This
I was
is
just gonna
great.
say, isn't the SpaceX contract for HLS isn't that based off of milestones?
It is. It's
And
also.
not-
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
milestone.
They
so
haven't
they
received
could-
a subsidy in so long.
Yeah, they could launch 50 of these, fail all of them, and still not get paid until it's
Yeah.
ready.
They don't get paid for these. What they get paid for is like development milestones on HLS. And by the way, they already have been paid out around $3 billion for development work on HLS, like work that's already been done. So
Just for just for context for you guys, Operation Fishbowl was some nuclear tests that were conducted by the United States, I think in the 1960s, and they were at high altitude, so they were airburst tests. And flat earthers basically take this as an idea of, look, the US tried to break through the firmament. They couldn't do it. You can't do it.
yeah.
So if you see that name pop up, that's what that is. And I think we've got plenty more of these to go through. If
True.
if so this is what I found. God said no.
Said no.
Flight
It's a
7
no.
vibes-based spirit reading.
This is a based take right here.
Yep.
Simple,
Yeah, exactly.
short, straight to the point.
Exactly.
I love
Yep.
it.
It's
Lets you know the
genuinely
insanity just right up front. They don't hide it, don't sugarcoat it. It's beautiful.
God. Right. Shall we move on?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no. You know what? Joey, do you want to read this for us? God.
Yeah, let's check this out. Why is it burning? And don't say that vacuous pseudo-science BS entering the atmosphere. This shit is low altitude as fuck.
This shit is low altitude as fuck, man.
What was that? What was it at? Like 100 kilometers?
No,
Like,
man.
when it
Low
exploded?
altitude as fuck, dude.
Low altitude.
Oh my god.
It's just
Sure.
like pattern of behavior with Earthers where they just like refuse to do any research. Like, no, never. I would never do any research. It's like 2 seconds of Googling oxygen leak into the aft cavity. Oh man, I wonder where it was getting the oxygen for.
God. I can't do this, man. I just.
Yeah.
Wait, what answer does he want? What answer is he looking for? What?
I don't think it is. I don't think
that's a good point. I don't think it is. Space begins at 610 miles. True, space begins wherever I fucking say it does.
exactly. This is the Blue Origin model.
The most unrealistic conspiracists assume is that the US government is competent enough to do it. That's true. That's true. It's the idea that millions of people have never slipped up in a bar and talked about Operation Fishbowl.
Not even that. Even for flat Earth theory, like we managed to have every country in the world that has ever been to space. keep
Every
this
pilot
secret.
in the world isn't on this
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, everybody in.
Every
I mean,
dispatcher, every air traffic controller.
yeah, I mean, there are people out there who would pay millions for this secret. Somebody out there has got to be glazing for money. But that's just my take. Who am I? I'm nobody.
You're just Mr. Leo. I've never even heard of you.
I don't know. I'm nobody.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I mean, Saint Georgie. That's a real name around here. What even is that username? Asabose So Love. What? Is that? Can you form a word out of that?
Maybe
Oh,
so.
Asabo. Asabo So Be Love.
Oh, so be love. Oh, that's cute. That's
That is
cute.
cute.
That's a nice name.
Why does he hate Starship so much?
Well, you know, it just, you know.
Oh wait, is this a wordplay of as above, so below?
Oh my god. Oh, it is.
It is.
It is.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
Oh,
They cooked with that one.
That's
yeah.
a fire
I-
username. I can't
fire.
lie, Mr. Saint Geordie. That's a fire username actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't lie. That's pretty good.
that's kind of. Look, if you're gonna be a conspiracy theorist, hey, at least you committed
be
to
like-
the bit.
Yeah,
you
true.
know?
Can we get some hell yeahs in chat for this? This is actually
Yeah.
fair
Yeah.
play. Fair play to Mr. Saint Geordie. That's not
Yeah,
terrible.
can we-
Right. Let's why is Joey suddenly 10 times quieter? Did the FBI take him? I think they've taken him.
They got him.
I
They
think
got him.
They've been watching it. They found him. Right. Let's move on. This is great. Popcorn ball. Firmament. Bullseye.
True.
Great.
True.
Great.
It's just. It's
Oh my God.
It's really just phenomenal. You know. It's all the best things. All the best.
I mean, they said it. It's true. So, I mean,
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
if you see it on X, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
It is
I-
where
I
I get
got-
my news.
Yeah. I got all my news from
Dude,
Twitter.com.
true. Dude, I
Mhm.
man, I can't do this anymore.
Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone in the chat for saying hell yeah. We appreciate you and love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Can I just say, I've been sent that that's Werner von Braun image by my friend. He doesn't know that the stream inspired it. That's already doing the rounds. I've been sent it. I was the one who made the joke.
Incredible,
I made the
incredible
fucking joke,
things.
All right,
Incredible
all right.
things
Right,
are
we're
happening.
we're getting around. Let's get on to the next slide, please, if that's all right.
Thanks,
This
Blue.
is my favorite. Oh, you know what? Mr. Edward Crown of Rhetorical, here's what he says. That's what you get for using primitive, outdated tech. They should call it cave ship.
Primitive is crazy. Oh my god.
I'd
Primitive
like to build something better. Give me a lathe in a couple days.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, primitive, outdated,
Yeah, Blue. I don't know.
outdated tech. Thank you, Blue, for attending the stream. See you around.
Thanks,
Oh,
Blue. We'll see you next time.
That friend is angrily messaging me for airing him out live on stream. 49 people. Laugh at this user, please, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's cave ship. The amount of
Cave
things,
ship.
Interstellar Fakeway, Shamex, cave ship. There has to be a word for this. Like, what is?
I don't know. I think it's just. I don't know. It's incredible. Incredible things are happening. Broke methane starship versus woke hypergoal spaceship for real.
It's true.
True.
It's true. Right,
SpaceX
let's
boldly-
move on. I don't even know. The best part is I
Did
don't even know how many of these are there left. Oh, it's just a perpetual. I feel like what's his name? He's the guy who pushed a rock up the hill. What's his fucking name? Sisyphus. That's it. That's fucking rock man. That's me right now.
Let's do a nasty speed round of these.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on.
Plus
You're
3
laughing?
things.
SpaceX invented the wheel, and you're laughing.
It's true. That's how they made the Raptor so small. They put wheels inside it.
True.
No one else knew how to do this. We lost the technology. We couldn't do it. Right. Throwing billions and billions at God's impenetrable firmament is so wild. That's a good word for it. Yeesh. I don't think I've seen someone say yeesh in about 3 years.
Yeah, yeesh is a very interesting.
That is like
that's
2021 for like vocabulary. Good
it's
lord.
like saying yuck. Like
We just had a merch
on,
idea from
hold
a
on.
coefficient who wants an Interstellar Gateway
Fellas,
shirt
hold on.
with a piece of tape over gate and fake written in Sharpie.
I got
Go
you.
on, Perigi.
I'll make it happen.
Please.
In reference to the Sisyphus thing, one must imagine IGW happy.
One must imagine common sense skeptic happy. It's gonna be hell will freeze over, man. Penguins will fly. Oh, my god. Right. Let us move forward. There's many more to go. I've been informed we're barely halfway. Good lord. Shamex can't break God's firmament concerning. Right. I hate to shit on everyone's CGI party, but if the Starship was in space traveling 25,000 kilometers an hour, it should have kept going back out into space. Why did it come back?
This user has not discovered gravity.
This,
So sad.
dude, this user needs a fucking apple on their head. ASAP, please. Can we get an apple on Rev 18's head?
Chat, apple him.
Apple this user.
Apple this user.
Again, this is a take where I just don't know what to say.
I mean,
To
it's
them.
like the trouble is, like, not knowing why is perfectly fine, and that's why people exist, to inform others and to teach others. That's great. That's what learning is. But then going like, "Ha, fuck you, you're wrong,"
Oh,
and then
yeah,
saying the most stupid thing in history is like that takes a new level.
Yeah.
No, and they stand on it too. Like
Oh, yeah.
they don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'll fully stand on something that just doesn't make any fucking sense. But
Yeah.
I respect that.
I mean, they've got a point. They stick to it. Let's move on.
Gravity
Let's
has
move
been cancelled due to woke.
It's true. It's true. Gravity has gone woke. They've put DEI into F equals MA. Right. Let's move on. Couldn't get through the firmament, eh? So this is basically a mega collection of firmament posts that I managed to find.
Yes.
This is from Backdoor Burglar. Great profile picture, I have to say. So he's doing that right. Let's move on, please. Hit the firmament again as another one. We've got plenty more. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, this. I'm so happy I found this, because this was insane. Yes. None shall break through the firmament. Commenting on a Starship post. And then he had this video. The occulting the International Space Station, which, as you'll see by the graphic which I put together following a couple hours of research, is 1 hour long. 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 21 seconds.
Making an hour-long piece is crazy.
How do you do it? Why is the International Space Station occult? What happened up there?
Yeah,
I would find out, but I don't have an hour, 12 minutes, and 21 seconds of my life to waste on this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like the mid-roll revenue from this video, man, this got to make this guy so much money, right?
I barely have to
Imagine
force.
how many
I have to
mid-rolls.
force myself to edit episodes that are only like 10 or 15 minutes.
I
But
think,
an
to be fair,
hour,
to his
is
credit, I think this is just him talking into a camera for an hour. So
Mm.
it's a bit lower effort, but still, this man's managed to think of continually insane things to say
no,
for
it's,
an
it's
hour,
crazy.
12 minutes. That's true. Yeah, in the chat, if anyone wants to watch this, report back for us. We want the full debrief of this video.
Yes.
If you can give us some information on this, because I want to find out, to be honest.
Yeah. International Satan Station, Truth Nuke.
International Satan Station. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh my god. High Frequency Hurt says, if we meet the super chat goal, we should have a watch party. That
True.
is not a
True.
half terrible idea, actually.
You know what? I think we can do that. I think we can do that. If we get if we get up to 10 super chats, we will do a watch party of de-occulting the International Space Station.
De-occulting the International Space Station. What a terrible watch party. Mr. Leo, what do you think? You think we can... you think we should do that? You think we de-occult the International Space Station? Oh...
Uh-oh, is Joey gone?
You know, I think they might have taken him. I think the occult
I think-
Satan Space Station wizards might have taken him.
I think, yeah. It's a
I
shame
think
what happened to
They've
Joey.
abducted him into this Vesda module where they do their satanic baby blood exorcisms or whatever it is they do up there. There you go,
Immediate
just like that.
donation of
Just
$10.
like that. $10 straight in the chat. There you go. Setting the bar high.
Shout out to Daniel. for the 10.
Shout out to Daniel.
The
Yeah.
Goat Daniel.
Yes.
I'll tell
Our
you what.
colorist.
Thank you.
Our colorist. I'll tell you what. So there's more videos about de-occulting the International Space Station. What is it with? Why is the space station
This
occult?
is
What?
this is incredible.
Yeah, the goal has ended. We will count the super chats manually. I will be the
Don't
great
worry.
super chat counter. We need 7 more super chats before we do a de-occulting the International Space Station watch party. It was a joke at first. Now I think it might actually be funny.
Yeah, I think this is a thing now. I think we can do this. I think that's
Oh lord. Right. Let's move on. Let's move on before we all lose it. Black Irish Dog. Not sure how he learned to type the wonders of modern technology, but apparently we're not good enough to get out of the firmament, as he says.
true.
Oh my god, it's actually working. Shanks, $10. We are watching. Also, hi everyone. Thank you, Shanks. Crayon, $10.
Thank you, Crayon.
Inshallah, the watch will party. Inshallah, ya habibi. Inshallah, we have super chats. Oh my lord. This is... You know, so the hundreds of hours of work that goes into filming each Starship launch, and I think de-occulting the International Space Station has generated more hype.
Now,
This
let me.
is
I'll say this. If I will set a goal at some point, but it'll probably be within the tens of thousands of dollars. But if we do reach it at some point, we will get ships out there with cameras and buoys,
Good lord.
and we will
that'd be
have
cool.
a full stream of deorbit.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Thank you. Thank
That'd
you,
be
Leo.
cool.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, guys. Thank
Oh
you.
lord.
We're
Okay,
hit-
so,
we're gonna hit
Daniel's
the donation.
Daniel's trying to inflate the stats with $1 super chats.
Oh, okay.
individually.
Come on. Come
I
on.
feel
don't
like
do
we've got to
that.
establish a rule now. You can't just like donate 20 cents 10 times. Oh my god. Okay.
Tursid,
you.
thank you for the
Okay,
5.
Leo
Thank you.
Zabaka has given us €5 for the watch party. Thank you, Leo. Much appreciated.
Leo,
Brilliant
shout out to
support so
Leo.
far. Tursid with the $5 roonies says we shall experience peak together. Thank you. Thank
True.
you, Tursid. I can't... Why has this worked? Why is this working?
I don't know. I don't
What is-
know.
What is it with Joe Gruber? What effect does he have on you? Good lord. You know, I'm not even counting anymore, but I think we've got enough. I think a few more and we can probably do it.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
my
Let's try to
God.
burn through. Let's try to burn
Let's,
through
you
the
know
rest.
what? I'm energized. I'm energized. Let's
Okay.
rock it through. Let's rock it through.
Yes.
Mr. Emlyn, let's move. Let's move. Starship has scraped along against the firmament twice now, 73-ish miles up. I don't think 17,500 miles an hour is the right speed to get through. It may have to be slower, more gentle, brackets, submarine style. Water is hard. Speed kills. Eye emoji, thinking emoji. I have no idea what this guy's on about.
I have no idea.
Why do you have to? What
puzzled.
Why do you have to like? Oh my god, I've got another 5 from Shank. Spit a road trip to Starbase.
And another
That'd be
10
fun to
from
have.
Daniel.
Thank you.
The goat. Daniel's out there at the Astro Awards and got to meet Tim.
Hell yeah!
Awesome. Yep.
Awesome, man.
Congrats. That's
Incredible.
Oh my lord.
Shout out to Tim and Cosmic
yeah.
and them, by the way, for throwing Astro Awards. It looked fun.
Hell yeah.
Feel
Hell
like
yeah.
it was successful.
Right, let's rock it through. Let's keep going. Let's stop thinking about sensually touching the firmament. That makes me very uncomfortable. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Hold on. No one was talking about
Oh, hang
that
on,
before you
hang
said
on.
it, bro.
Well, look, the guy said gently touching the firmament submarine style. I'm sorry, but like, that's pretty sensual.
Submarine.
Oh, why are you going back to it? Hang on, Emlyn, that's unnecessary. What's done is done. This is messed up. All right, here we are. Attention! SpaceX Starship didn't just explode; it hit the firmament, and pieces fell to Earth. And then he just attached a picture of a crystal.
Yeah.
All you're seeing is debris. Always use your critical thinking. Too much ignorancy. Don't accept first word as absolute truth. Des Moutons, which I'm guessing is another language. I'm just going to say they're really bad at English. Good lord. Right. Okay.
The crystal.
The crystal. This is what they put inside the Raptors to hide the pipelines. This is what they're using. This is a technology we can't figure out how to replicate. We can't. It's destroyed. Right, let's move on.
There are so many flat earthers.
There's so many.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's so
Like,
many.
they came out of the woodwork for this
Yeah,
one.
some of these we had to cut like 1,000 of these.
Oh yeah. Here is a 33-degree Mason deceiving you to believe it's even possible to go and land upon Mars. We just saw Starship 33 hit the firmament the other day. Eyeglasses emoji. Stick with keeping free speech free. There is not outer space under the firmament.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed by the fact that like a flat earther even knows that it's ship 33. Like that's way more knowledge.
Kimberly at Made Mama 1, shout out to you. That's actually a decent bit of knowledge. If you want to come on stream and talk with us sometime about Starship, you're more than welcome. Hey, I mean, look, she's demonstrated that she's at least interested enough to name the ship correctly. Fair play.
Yeah.
Right? Fair play.
Yeah.
Kudos where it's due. Unfortunately, you're also a flat earther, but it's fine. One step at a time.
How many people in the chat would tune in for a flat earther IGW debate? Like,
That's true.
I think that pulls numbers. I think we're going.
That's
somewhere
true.
with
Can we get a poll out for that, please?
Yeah, let's get a
Mr.
poll
Chat
out for
man,
that.
whoever's the mystical man operating the chat right now.
Yeah, let's get a poll out for that.
Good lord. Oh my god. 93 votes on Artemis 2 before GTA 6. Terrible. I love it's fairly split as well. It's fairly split. We just don't know. Oh my god, dude. 33 is a number of thoughts she's had her whole life. Now, to be fair to her, she's having thoughts just in the wrong direction. Flat Earther debate. Here we go. Vote now in the poll on screen, guys.
Vote now on your phones.
Vote now on your phones. I think that's already conclusive at 17 votes. Good lord. It might have to happen.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. Even Elon called Starship IFT-7 Starship 7. Honestly, it's pretty impressive on Kimberly's part. True.
I agree.
Kimberly had some real motion in this one. It's incredible.
You know what, Kimberly? Come on stream sometime. We'll have a talk. We'll hear you out. We'll exchange our views. We'll see if you're convinced. Let's move on.
All right.
See you in... Oh, this is great. I managed to get 2 tweets in one screenshot. That's how bad this was. See you in Greenland, Starship. There is no escaping the firmament. Capitalized boldly. And then God's Warrior 777 says the firmament is what you need to be worried about. It literally just destroyed your last Starship. Shamex don't realize this. They're still trying to figure it out. We can get the next slide.
The insanely long username right
I
there.
love it. I love them. It's so good. Eddie B589 blah 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 blah.
How do you?
Okay,
describe that?
this is after line 1. It goes downhill so fast. It's just. I think the weirdest part of this is that he's quoting Genesis and the Vedic
the
Sanskrit.
Yes. No.
Wait.
God.
Huh?
No, those are wild
Okay.
quotes. I'm not gonna lie.
Have we
Having
found the
those
only
together.
fusion Christian Hindu?
No, actually, okay. On an entirely unrelated note, that is my grandmother, and I think one of my late grandmother would have loved a post like this. It's absolutely incredible. We've managed to integrate them into one belief, all the religions together. Everyone, no matter what religion you are, you too can be a flat earther.
Dude, Starship
Incredible.
has unified the faith. This is what we need. Good
No,
lord.
this is goated. This is goated.
This is fine. You know what? If it solves people killing each other, fair play. Fine, you can be flat
Yeah.
earthers. That's kind of impressive, actually.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. No.
Let's just move on, man. Get through this. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, man. I get paid enough. Let's move on. Here we are. Too bad Starship crashed into the firmament again yesterday. From Blackbird 4C32. You're so right, Blackbird. You're so right. I don't even have comment. Just move on. It's all the same. There's so many of them. This is great. Hey, Elon Musk! Waving emoji. How did Starship explosion debris flip gravity on its side? You're telling me your rocket had so much thrust that it's rubbing / scraping against / off the atmosphere's magnetic emoji coating, or aka firmament?
I emoji.
Eye emoji.
Mark.
And then he's attached Starscream Cybertronian voice for no particular reason.
No, I believe
I'm
that
not
is
sure
from
why that's there.
Transformers. I
think
believe
it
that is
is.
from Transformers.
I think he just watched that video, went hell yeah, and tossed it in anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, I respect it.
It's just, why is it? What? His profile username is Griff Cooks as well, which suggests to me this guy is just a random cooking YouTuber who one day lost his mind. I made one too many burgers, bro crashed out. Dude.
The man who made the de-occulting video doesn't believe in dinosaurs. Oh my god. Okay, we need to
That's
watch this thing.
We're gonna have to, I fear. We've got
That's
enough super chats, I think we
crazy.
have to. I don't think we have a choice in this anymore. Oh lord. Let's move on. Let's get through these. Maybe we might have a chance at watching some of that video. It was never really a spaceship. Can't go to space! This was destroyed when it hit the firmament too hard. The exact moment that Starship hit the firmament. And then, from Nico, plasma physics, the first principle at work here. Figure out what and why makes plasma too much to handle at interstage locus, and Starship will soar into the firmament. Now this is really interesting to me, because this is a flat earther who's also a SpaceX fan. How has
And
this happened?
also quoting physics, plasma
How-
physics at
yeah.
that.
How has this happened?
This is the most interesting blend I've ever seen.
This is...
Ever.
It's incredible. This guy needs to be studied, man.
Yeah,
Fair
Enjoyer
play
of
to him,
Ace
to be fair, he's-
Combat in the chat gave $5, said Ace
Ah.
Combat 2.
Ace Combat 2. It is
Goated. Goated.
No, you're wrong, unfortunately. Ace
Incredible.
Combat 0. Best soundtrack, best game.
True.
Ace Combat Zero,
Ace
dude.
Combat Zero on top.
Oh,
Make
what
it
a
mountain
soundtrack, man.
remaster.
Incredible game, dude. I need to play it again. Brilliant game.
I'm sorry if you aren't fighting Schwartz Squadron. All right, I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Dude,
Mercenary
true.
Run for Life, best run. All right, come on now.
Mobius 1 would have loved this stream.
This is
Right,
true.
right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Starship broke up because it hit the firmament. Great one.
True.
We've got oh my god, we've got so many things in the chat. De-occulting, blah 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 blah. That's a gibberish I'm used to. Should all team up to re-occult the International Space Station. gather round like a HTV and start praying. Oh my god.
Gotta
Our
find-
space,
we gotta
our space
hex-
station in heaven, hallowed be thy solar panels. Thy
We need
radiators
to
come,
hex.
thy launches be done on Earth as it is in low Earth orbit. Give us this day our daily resupply, and forgive us our launch failures, as we forgive those who have trespassed into our TFRs. And guide us, what is it? And guide us not into atmosphere, but deliver us from launch pad. For thine is
True.
for thine is the contracts, the subsidies, and the research grants forever and ever. Amen.
Beautiful.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
Applause.
There
Applause
you go.
for this man. Incredible.
Wow, that was stressful, man. sweating out there.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that right now. Someone clip that. Post it
9:48
on
p.m. and this is what I'm doing
Twitter.com.
with my life, dude.
Yes, it
Fact
is.
checked by
Yes,
real
it is.
patriots.
Okay, very real patriots. Renamed it as Sun Station, the Firmament Station. There's the amens coming in chat now, I fear. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh boy said stop.
Billions of years of human evolution so we could get to this moment. This is what it all leads to.
This is so true. This is so
Right.
true.
Right, watch a SpaceX Starship hits the firmament and explodes! And then the video of it hitting the firmament. We've all seen that video. Of course, it did hit the firmament. It didn't actually blow up by itself. If we could have the next slide, please. My good sir. My good sir. What's going on here? Are these fragments of a tested Starship? And is the mission to break through the firmament? Someone please, please tell me. I need to know. This guy, to be fair to him, he's a curious lad. I think he's just asking the wrong questions.
This is true. This is true.
God.
He's just trying his best.
He's just trying his best. Unfortunately, as when Zero replies, no one told him. Probably should have told him. Well, Mr. I. Lewis, we're telling you now, there is unfortunately no firmament. The mission was to conduct another suborbital flight test of Starship, and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yep.
It exploded.
But for some reason, it didn't bounce off the firmament.
True.
You know, the
True.
first few times. So, who knows? I think it was just a glitch in the firmament. Who, you know,
It's a glitch in the
Who
firmament, bro.
knows?
yeah,
Yeah.
it-
Yeah.
stuff
They need to release a patch for it, an upgrade, an update.
happens.
I need the firmament patch notes from God. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. I can't do this anymore. Oh, Gaber Kiss says, permanent hit too hard? Yep, fine, no comment. Let's move on. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. If it was a
Oh,
Starship,
here we go.
it was blown up on purpose, like the Challenger. They knew they can't get out
Oh.
the firmament. Everybody would
Christ.
witness if it hit the barrier. And then Michael M. Witkowski in the comments is perplexed. He goes, yeah, when rocket explodes, it's firmament, but when it delivers payload to orbit, it's suddenly quiet. Hasnasa's not pleased. He's getting emotional. He tells us that what's in orbit? Those stars are not satellites. All the communications from the towers and communication wires running through the ocean floor. Don't know what communities have to do with it. Don't know what cations have to do with it. But this man knows things we don't.
So I guess cell phones don't exist.
They don't.
They all have
it's a woke
wires.
myth.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
they
a
all
woke
have
myth.
wires on them, and Starlink doesn't work. Hotspots don't work. I mean, none of it. I just don't think any of it works.
It's all
Yeah, no.
terrestrial radio systems,
Starlink-
dude.
Yeah, every time someone thinks, all right, they're checking into a Starlink, okay, you know what actually happens is that there's
They
a
get a
team of
million
government
carrier
agents-
pigeons in a swarm.
Yeah, exactly. The government sends 10 billion carrier pigeons.
2.3 septillion carrier pigeons.
Equal to a gigabit.
Exactly.
But to be fair,
then
there
they
is a
just
certain point
flap.
at which it becomes high enough bandwidth to be reasonable.
This
True.
is true.
Just very
Look,
low
all I'm
latency, very
saying-
high.
Look, okay, so a little side tangent. I once proposed the idea of lion antenna as a solution to some of our communications woes. All right, lions have a range. They can carry other lions up to 10 kilometers. If we can hijack a lion and make it like growl at different frequencies, all right, lion antenna. It's a good idea, guys.
It's funny. I feel like there might be a better way to transmit information via waveforms wirelessly over distance. I wonder if anyone's thought of that.
Who's working on this?
No, it's not possible. We lost the technology. We can never get it back.
Toby said in the chat, IFT is proper terminology. Has this been settled yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, do we have to have this debate again?
I mean, is SpaceX still using IFT in their documentation?
They aren't.
I mean,
They just say flight. It's just a thing.
I don't think integration is like being tested anymore. I don't think it's
Yeah, no.
it's
no,
not
the
an
integration
issue
of the. Yeah, no. It's just no.
Although IFT did sound pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I did like using IFT.
IFT
of
was
light.
so much cooler.
It was so cool, man. But
Well, I guess it loses its charm after like IFT 12, doesn't it?
That's true. That's
It
true.
becomes like the CRS missions where I don't even know what happened after CRS 4, man. It's just all a blur. I don't think they really happened ever, to be honest. Prove to me that CRS 5 happened. Have you seen it with your eyes?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I
No
don't
one
think so.
can prove. No one can prove
It's
it.
a woke DEI myth. Right, let's move on. This is great. I got 4 in one screenshot. That is a pure
Oh, yes.
concentration. So what I did here was I searched by Starship
Generational.
and Firmament, and we got 4 in one screenshot. Just to put this into context, how do you explain Starship crashing into the firmament today? I believe it. Starship hit the firmament if you know conspiracy theory. Exactly. I do appreciate if you know conspiracy theory. It's being like a, like a thing you can look up. Exact moment Starship hit the firmament and shattered. Wonder why Elon wants to try and break the firmament. Blah 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 blah. Never is the Starship. Can't you tell me you hit the firmament and something else burned up? But the little Starship, definitely not. Rabbit's burrow is deep. What the fuck are you on about?
I love that they're like having full conversations about this.
I don't. But
Like truly debating it. These are like true debates.
these are genuine debates. To be fair, there were 2 replies on one of this. I didn't dare venture into that post for fear of dying.
You would have crawled down a path that you would never be able to escape.
As Snowline goes, the rabbit's burrow is deep, and I don't want to venture into it. Oh my god! Right, let's move on. I believe we have more, even more awaiting. Yes, we do. At Elon Musk Starship, nothing makes it through the firmament. You less, just some insult, I suppose. We have been lied to in the Bible. What? So wait, hang on. Oh wait, no. Oh, he meant unless. Unless we've been lied to in the Bible. Okay, never mind. That's
Wait,
completely
wasn't it being backed up in somebody else's post?
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't. Somebody quoted scripture for backing.
No,
up
yeah, he means unless we've been lied to in the Bible.
Oh,
I just
oh,
realized. Yeah, I just realized just that's a minor spelling mistake, which unfortunately makes this whole argument invalid, as we know. Oh my god. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. Goodness gracious me, man. Schwiz says Starship took chunks out of the firmament. This is just a random crypto bro, whatever he says. Snoop Vaughn says, so the Starship broke apart when it hit the firmament, or poop emoji. What is this guy's obsession with poop? Snoop Vaughn Poop. His profile picture is poop. Poop's in his username.
Okay.
Poop's in his
Not
post.
okay.
Is my guy alright?
I don't think so.
Snoop Vaughn is actually a pretty.
Snoop Von Poop is a great username, to be fair. That is the kind of stuff I choose to play on Fortnite at age 12. That is brilliant. Genuinely incredible. Oh god. Let's move on. We've got many more to get through.
True.
We the people, the Constitution itself, is surprised that Starship hit the firmament and exploded. That is how over it is. The Constitution of the United States is even in on this.
Dang.
Oh god.
Dang.
Dang. 4-year-old brain. IFT 7D-2 of the Block V 3.2 full thrust. Stop it! Stop it! Do not make a Starship full thrust. Please. You can't do it.
Starship version
it's
3
it's
block
followed by
2
a
full
message.
thrust. Hell yeah.
Oh god. IFT 4B, IFT 1Z. Stop it. No. No. Damn, did you see IFT 4.25 version 3 Premium Deluxe?
This is true. This is true.
Alright, let's
What
move
can we
on.
do?
Let's move on. But if it's not the Starship debris, where's it always going? Because it won't penetrate the firmament. SpaceX caught... Oh yeah, Tadius 3 is confusing me here. He's really excited about the fact, and he believes the fact, that SpaceX caught another booster. But he doesn't believe that Starship didn't hit the firmament.
Yeah. He's very happy. He's very happy.
My guy just fucking loves suborbital programs and hates orbit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's really...
He is a
really just-
new Shepherd Glazer. That is what this man is. He is. He's still stuck in the grasshopper days, dude.
No, he's so mad. He's so mad.
He's not happy. Right, let's move on. See what else we have. Oh god. Yeah, this was a bit confusing. I've been trying to decode what this means now for a little while. Hayam Arzani says, "Oh, the mighty starship of masculinity, toward that firmament of femininity." All I can think of from this is that Starship is feminist.
Yeah.
Or
Wow.
like, I don't know. Is this a sex joke? This might be a really complicated sex joke.
Probably, yes,
Oh, it
but
might
it's much
be.
better to think. Yeah, no, I think it is. I think it is. However, they really, I don't know. They embraced solidarity for a moment there.
What's going on here? Oh, the mighty starship of masculinity. That is a brand new sentence.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is.
Do we have any theories at all in chat, preferably safe for work theories, about what on earth this man is talking about? Because I don't know. I don't know.
No, we'll simply never know. Simply never know.
Oh my goodness. I've just
Okay.
been informed that the woke FBI ULA snipers have just taken Joey Leal from us to quote unquote go to a meeting. I think we all know what they're doing with him. He's getting shot out back for his crimes.
We
here.
know.
It's terrible. It's terrible. This is what Sham X is trying to hide from you. Alright.
Mhm.
Do we have to move on? Do we have to? I'm getting tired. Okay. Huskies. What makes this re-entry failure more egregious than any other similar failures by NASA? Because Elon based Starship off the failed Soviet N1 instead of a successful rocket during the space race.
Yes, clearly.
I
As
mean-
we all know, the N1 definitely was made out of stainless steel, not aluminum. 100% never happened. Definitely didn't use a different fuel.
It had thrust vectoring.
That's definitely.
It had more than 2 stages.
My
I mean,
favorite.
to be fair,
genuine-
I guess Starship is closer to N1 than to like Mercury. I don't think anyone's disputing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, but.
Korolev shed a tear, says Can Raptor.
I know. And the thing is, it doesn't even make sense here, because what are you saying? Like, because Super Heavy performed great this flight, but N1 never really always... N1 always had problems with the booster, so what part did they just make Did they make Booster 2? They make the second booster, and they also base Starship off of that? What are they...
No, man. I don't even
What
know,
are they
man.
doing? What are they
Starship
doing?
N1 because many engines. True. More engine equal
True.
more bad because more fail. More part equal more fail. Less part
Yes.
equal less fail. Therefore,
Yes.
remove the engines
Yeah.
from Super Heavy, inflate it with helium, and throw it really hard.
Yep.
Possibly even make Super Heavy out of some kind of stretchy gelatinous material, and remove all the unnecessary components. Right? Have only
Make
one tank,
long
which you fill
ship.
with helium. Maybe have a rope dangling off the bottom, which you can fix some kind of payload to. No
Yes,
failure
Make
possible.
the long ship. Make
Make-
the long ship.
Oh, I was thinking more the oblong spherical ship.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
That's true.
We could even call it something like a balloon.
Oh wait, but it was leaking helium, guys. It was leaking helium also
Oh, that's
during
true.
this flight. Remember?
Never
Oh
mind.
my
The
god.
best part is
we
no
just figured
part.
it all
Remove the whole thing. Cancel the whole
Yeah,
program.
no,
It's not
oh,
happening.
it needs to be optimized. It needs to
Excitement
be
is no
optimized.
longer guaranteed. Excitement.
Incredible. Incredible.
Remove the guarantee for excitement. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yes.
In the atmosphere, Starship has failed 7 out of 7 attempts to get into space, with 12 replies and 9 likes. That's worrying. That's a worrying ratio.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 7 out of 7 attempts to get into space. Okay, let's count them. All right. Flight 1. Yeah, that's true. There's the thing. Flight 2 did get into space, did not survive in space very long, but it did get into space. Flight 3 got into space, Flight 4 got into space, Flight 5, Flight 6, and Flight 7. They all got into space. So I don't know what his point is.
No, it's false. It's not
I
true.
don't
It's
know.
not true. It's not true.
Oh.
It's not true.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Let's move
Wow.
on.
I guess I'm just wrong then.
It's not true.
Wow.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's just not true.
It's
It's
not
just
true.
not true.
It's
Just
not
not
true.
true.
It's not true. Have you seen
Wow.
it? Have you been into space and seen it with your own eyes?
No, actually, I haven't. I have.
haven't?
Wow. Wow.
There it
Oh
is.
wow.
Sham
That's-
X. I can't can't. If I say that one more time, I think I will lose my mind. Oh
Okay.
god. Have we got any more queued up? Or are we starting to reach the end of the queue? Well, we can find out.
I think we might.
Oh, of course we do. How could I forget?
The banger. The
Soy
banger.
boy. Soy boy. Permanent 1. Starship 0. That is modern art. That is a Renaissance piece, dude. That is incredible. I don't even think that needs much comment. While we're on this brilliant tweet, you guys have been here for a while. If you haven't already, please do give us a subscribe, give us a like, you know, maybe even share the link around. We do need people to witness this. Get your grandmother in the stream. I'm sure she'd enjoy it. I'm a lovely fellow. My mum says I'm very special.
This is true. This is true. This is true. Right.
Right.
We have anything? We got anything next?
Do we? Oh, we do.
Oh,
Robert
oh
Ballard.
God, this
Robert
one.
Ballard. How could we forget?
Oh
How
God.
could we forget?
Yes.
You know what, Perry? I'll let you discuss this one. I'm so excited about it.
Oh, well, Starship blow up. You launched Starship 7 in too cold weather.
True.
The cold caused O-rings and gaskets to fail, causing a fuel leak.
Where have we
There
seen this
should
before?
not have been any fuel leaks. I like designing joints that never leak, even in sub-zero cold.
Oh my god, dude.
Content.
I like
Everybody.
designing joints that never leak. Mr. Ballard, if you are free at any time within the next coming months, if we could have you on stream where you could tell us more about your joints, I'm sure we'd love to know. I'm sure we have lots of engineering students who benefit from knowing about your never leaking joints. I'm sure SpaceX himself, Shamex, could learn a few lessons there. Oh my god. Also, I've just had word from the glorious stream gods that be. We are going to timetable the de-alcoholizing the International Space Station watch party some point, hopefully within the next week. We'll have more to follow on that. Probably going to be an abhorrent stream, but we will see.
Okay, incredible. Sorry, we'll get it back when we have Mr. Lee, other commentators. We want to provide you the best possible experience to see the de-occulting of the International Space Station. You know, it's gonna be a long video. It's 1 hour long. We're gonna take so much time to get through it. I promise you, though. We promise. We will have a full stream later this week, okay? For the de-occulting of the International Space Station.
We will. I think what we'll probably do is line up some activities or something, like some viewer engagement. See if we can, see if we can keep things going during that stream. Because I'll be honest with you, it's an hour and 12 minutes of rambling. I'm gonna get so bored. I can only talk about so much. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. It's gonna be a great little party. Keep an eye on the Twitter. We will post about that. And I'm not sure
Don't worry.
if we have any more of these lined up. To be honest, I think I'm starting to see stars. I'm starting to crash out. But find out in just a moment. The hallowed International Satanic Station heeds our calls.
Yes.
Oh, it has told us there are none left. We have gotten through. Is that like over 50 of these?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Good
there was
God.
like 50 of them.
60. 60 of these.
60.
There are 46 of
60
these still
takes.
left. 46 people have stuck around to watch this. In 4K glorious Interstellar Gateway quality. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yes.
horrible.
This is oh my god.
Right.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you all for sticking around.
thank you for being here. Maybe we're checking the form, see if we've had any last minute submissions.
Yes.
So we'll have a look at that
feel
now.
free.
If you do have any submissions, you're more than welcome.
Yes.
The chat is an open floor. Is there
Submit
anything you
your
want to
takes.
contribute?
Submit
anything
your
you wanna
takes if you
contribute?
have any more.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Oh, holy crap, that guy's called Redstone. Is that the actual Mercury Redstone in chat? No way.
That's incredible.
Can't
There's
be.
no way.
It can't be.
There's no
Multicellular organism says yay. I'm impressed that you put that sentence together. A word even. 60 of them, 50 of
Okay.
them being bullshit about the phone. Dude,
Cool.
there's so many of them. It's like a swarm.
Yeah. It
Genuinely.
really
I don't know how they
really
do
is.
it. We've you know what? I know what we can do. Cosmoleap website. Shall we have a look at their
True.
website, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we have a look at the best website ever to be made for a
True.
space company that
We
is
have
very
to rate
imaginative?
Site. We have to rate this website.
I think we shall commence forth onto Cosmo Leap. Oh my goodness. What a someone's
CosmoLeap.cn.
procrastinated work with this dream. Dude, if you drop out of university
you.
and this is why, we're not held responsible, but it'll be really funny.
Yeah, no. Oh, thank you for joining the Starship membership. Toby Wobie.
Toby, that's a pretty cool username, to be fair. Fair play to you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad that you enjoyed this enough to contribute. I'm also kind of scared that you enjoyed this enough to contribute, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that's minorly terrifying.
I went into this with zero advanced information or scripting, by the way. We just had a pile of insane takes.
Yeah.
There's been no coherent thought behind this.
Off the dome, baby. Off the dome.
Dome mentioned? Is this a Starship reference?
No.
There's no way. No way. Holy crap.
No way.
Okay. Let's see if at any time within the next few minutes we could get this website up. We could have a look-see and peruse it, because it is one hell of a thing. There it is. That is the Cosmo Leap website. Now, no shade to Cosmo Leap. Sure, they know what they're doing. I'm sure they've got great engineers.
Yes.
More reusable rockets is a good thing. But what the fuck is going on with this website? I mean, we've got Falcon 9. On the next image, we've got like a copy and paste of Falcon 9 with oddly wiggly. Hang on. Go back to that. Does it not look like those satellites have been hand placed and kind of wiggled around a bit, like in the render? That doesn't.
No, hold on. Yeah, no, it
You
is.
see what I mean? It's like it's been copied and pasted and just wiggled about.
I know you're not wrong.
I honestly think they've just copied and pasted and wiggled it about, because that doesn't seem like it has any coherent. Oh my god, that's brilliant! I might be completely wrong.
I love it.
Looks like it. Well, no, but the way it bumps around, though, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's just strangely copied and pasted.
They're going to bump around after deployment. No way.
There is
please.
the space shuttle. Dahang Leap upholds engineer culture. I have no idea what that even means. Anyway, we'll take a look at the next bit. Buran is here for some reason. Dahang Transition, a hard technology company as opposed to woke soft technology companies, focusing on the development and operation of medium and large reusable launch vehicles. Cool mission. Peculiar website. There's some sub pages in this website which are a little bit funny as well. We've got the default font. We got the Falcon 9 launch image in the background there. Who took that image? I recognize that.
Yeah, no, I feel like that one was on the SpaceX website themselves. And
it might have been.
There.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
It would be incredibly funny. It would be so funny if they did.
We got the not satellites, the vehicles here. We went woke, Leo says. True. It's just the woke DEI space companies putting their pronouns into space. As Perigee said earlier. Oh my god, dude.
Okay, wow.
Oh my goodness. Right, recovery tower. It's an oddly familiar style of render. Huh. That's quite familiar. Anyway, we've got product information in the top tab there, which is a little bit interesting. Oh, is that? Oh, I see. Solution then. Solution. What is the solution?
Yes.
They've got a customer service hotline. Oh my god.
The Leap rocket adopts a tower recovery strategy to eliminate landing legs. Incredible things are happening.
Incredible things are happening at Cosmo Leap. I really think it was unwise to put a customer service hotline just on that product page for no particular reason.
I've been informed, by the way, by our wonderful viewer, Fizzy Yeehaw. It only works if you are in mainland China, which
interesting.
Is deeply sad. And man, they should give me the ability to call them.
Does that either they know the area code or they tried calling it? And I think that's a really funny
No,
idea.
they've tried calling it.
This image is so silly.
Oh god.
Can we get a caption on that other image? Of like can we get a caption on that, please? Can someone in the chat quickly screenshot this and put some caption
Yes.
over it? Because that is genuinely brilliant. This is material.
This is
You're
I
being
don't know.
given like top tier memeing material. Make sure you
Me-
credit
me
Cosmo,
when-
of course. As
Me when the
chopstick thumbs up.
me
Oh
me
goodness!
when
All
I
right,
me when
we've had a
me
special
when I
request.
booster.
We've had a special request, Parity, from William W, who wants us to look at their jobs
boy.
page. You're gonna like this, William.
Okay.
Let's take a look at their jobs page. Let's have a
Okay.
look-see. What could you do as a bit of talent getting recruited into Cosmo Leap? Well, you could have a negotiable remuneration.
Incredible.
You might get paid.
You might get paid.
You
Maybe.
might get paid.
Coincidentally. May happen on occasion.
It's very, very possible. So you've got structural design, design of ground filling air supply system, attitude control design. Just one guy in charge of like flight
one guy.
computers and RCS
Yeah, exactly.
and IMUs
Exactly.
and data and everything. Pressurized. What does that say? Pressurized conveying assembly design. Okay, that's a high pressure pipelines GSE, I guess. Okay. Cool. Peculiar. Wait. Oh yeah, release time. Our stream engineers just said release time, as in when they get released from the basement.
From the basement.
I'm sure Cosmo Leap treats our engineers wonderfully, but that is a very, very
I'm sure they're
suspicious
great.
way to term it.
Release time. When are you being released?
That's when they release you from the workshop, bro. They fucking handcuff you to a lathe, man. It's messed up.
Pressurized conveying assembly design. You will be pressurized when you have to convey the engineering design. This is everyone. Some people are saying we should get Joe Bernard on this. This is true. I think he's perfect. I think he's perfect for this. I think we should send him deep into China, and we can really work something out here. We'll talk to him about this. We can see if we can get him as our exclusive.
Do we have to ship Joe Bernard off to mainland China to work for a SpaceX clone company?
I think we do.
I feel like he might
some
not be
things-
so happy about that.
He might look. The FBI already got Leo, right? Right. They just pulled him out. Right. We make a couple friends. You know, we can get Mr. Hard into their offices.
Oh my god! So many requirements. I see our stream engineers angrily highlighting it just to illustrate like how much you have to do. My lord, I couldn't. I'd explode. Dude, so many people on my group project struggle to model a tail section. I don't think. I don't think they can handle this, man. Oh, I couldn't handle it. I'd explode too. Attitude control design. So many responsibilities. Oh my god, that's one person. That's one. This poor guy.
We are putting you.
That's just some poor guy
in the contraption.
Oh my lord.
Requirements: master degree or above in guidance, navigation, and control theory, aircraft design, and other related majors. One guy. They're sending one guy.
Carry out the design of the thrust adjustment scheme of the liquid rocket engine and provide the decision-making basis for the overall engine thrust adjustment.
Thrust adjustment.
That's a lot of fucking maths.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of maths for one guy. Oh no. Oh no. Well,
man.
Cosmo Leap, I really do hope you find the people you're looking for. But
yeah,
this might be a little bit tough to deal with, like 5 employees. I'm not gonna lie. I think. Oh no, ground filling air supply system. I mean, is anyone here interested in working on that? I'm sure there are definitely people on planet Earth who could handle this. 100%, like insanely talented engineers.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I'm just stupid. And so this is scary.
That's true. That's true.
It's true. Many are saying this. Many such cases.
Many.
Oh my goodness. So many responsibilities. Well, to be fair, all they require is a master's degree and that you're familiar with 3D design and simulation analysis software. So if you've used like ANSYS and like Fusion for a while, you'll probably be fine.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. You could make a Starship. Leo's just informed us they want to launch this year. Well, they've got 12 months, 11 months even. That might be tight.
They'll probably look. I believe in them. Okay, I believe them. I
That
believe
one image of the guy
entirely.
chained to
They'll
the
make
drawing
it.
template. I've had a solid works mention in chat. You know what? This has inspired me. Chat, can we get your favorite CAD program in chat right now? Favorite CAD program or simulation program or any derivative of that?
And
I'm not gonna lie.
First one says Blender.
You're not. No, I don't count Blender. Actually, dude, when I was like 17, I was designing a search and rescue drone with some friends. It's just a fun project. I found out that he was doing all the 3D modeling in Blender, and he refused to switch to Fusion because he didn't know him. So I peer pressured him for about a month. Eventually, he got frustrated and he switched out of pure spite. And a month later,
Incredible.
he came to me and he was like, "Why didn't you tell me this before?" It was fighting subdivisions. All right. We've had many solutions. We've had many things here. Onshape feature script, Onshape. Interesting. I don't really use Onshape. Someone says Minecraft. Oh my god, that's barely correct. Unfortunately, I fear Minecraft might not have the resolution we need. Inventor, Blender, Flyout, Minecraft again, Onshape, Blender, Canva.
Boo!
Dude, if I see my engineering drawings have been made on Canva, that part isn't getting made, bro. I'm shutting down the lathe. I'm shutting it down. We're detooling the line.
We're holding.
Shout out to Answers Fluent. Answers Fluent is great. Although it's oddly strange to use. It feels like it was plucked out of 2003, but it does the job. So fair play to it. Tinkercad, not Tinkercad. No, dude, just hop on one of those like free CAD modeling apps on the Play Store with 2,000 downloads. Use one of those. That's what you need, man. Oh, Tinkercad. You know what's funny? I've never actually thought about Onshape. Like, I've heard people mention it. I've never gone looking for it. Let me take a look at it now. We've completely derailed. We've totally derailed. Oh, it's over the internet. Oh, no, I do know what Onshape is. It's a very popular 3D printing software, isn't it? No, I know exactly what it is. Yeah, Onshape's pretty cool. They have an analysis of Flight 5. We've seen Mr. Emlyn, Mr. Wonderful Streamer. If you could possibly take us over to the news page. There are great things that await us there. Great things that await us in this page. I've heard sources tell me that if you scroll down, you might have a Flight 5 analysis. Oh my god.
Oh, analysis and discussion of the 5th flight of Starship. This is incredible.
Oh my lord, dude. There's that one. No. Bit further down, please. There you go. 5th flight of Starship. There it is.
Oh wow, this is some incredible...
And that is a what about it image as well.
Wow. Hold on, okay. Boosters B7 and B8 belong to the same batch of overweight boosters, while 4 flight B11 and 5 flight B12 also belong to the same batch of projects, so there's no major change in structure. What do you mean? The entire switch to ETVC? What?
No, it didn't happen. It's a lie.
True.
It's a woke myth. It never happened.
Due to the accidental shutdown of the second stage.
The coefficient says they're going to school for fluid dynamics and aerospace, and ANSYS is amazing. It's true. I do love ANSYS. It's what I'm using. I'm studying general aerospace engineering. It's a great bit of software, great bit of kit.
This feels... Hold on. You know what this feels like? This feels like an article from the Ring Watchers that got like copied and then redone and then machine translated like twice into Chinese and then back into English. Incredible.
What? I see your point, actually.
Yeah, no.
I see your point.
Oh my.
Goodness me. I think, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've got much left in me, Perry. I think
that's entirely fair.
I think I'm dropping out of university. I'm crashing out. I'm going to sleep. Starship's over.
True.
It's cooked. We're not going to Mars. We are not going.
Exactly.
Sham X is collapsing. Interstellar Gateway is going bankrupt.
True.
NASA lies. The Earth is flat. Firmament exists.
The
Chemtrails. The
international
chemtrails. Man, maybe the chemtrails
International
turned me
Occult
autistic. Actually, maybe that's why that happened.
International Occult Station. All right.
International Satanic Station.
True. That
Good
stream,
God.
by the way, remember, International Occult Station stream coming up. Okay, coming up this week. All right.
That is true. That is true. It is coming. We will post a date on our Twitter, on our on our x.com, and we will try and line up some activities. If you've got any suggestions on what you want us to do during that event, let us know. Probably won't do a Jackbox game. That's much too risky with you guys. Terrible idea. But we want some kind of viewer participation to keep us busy. So do let us know if you have any thoughts, have any ideas.
Yes.
And
Thank
I
you.
reckon we close out here.
Yeah, thank you all of you for all your generosity.
Oh yeah, thank you for those. We are stacked. I can eat tonight. The kids won't go hungry anymore.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. I reckon we call it here.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Good night.
Yes, we
ladies
do.
and gents.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming along to this. I'm so sorry for what we've subjected you to. I promise, sometimes we are professional. Sources say this. Whether it's true or not, I'm not quite sure. One day we will make a stream without a stupid joke. All right. Let us call it here. Good night, guys.
All right. Good night, guys.